Two, was it?
2 damage.
2 damage,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, yours would all do 1.
Oh,
Yours would all
one,
do
yeah.
1, and mine were doing 2. And so he'd get 6 or 8 health heroes and just go right on through his dungeons. Like, nope, smack you for another one. It's like, dang. Oh, hey, we're on.
We are on.
Okay.
You stuck in on us, kids. We're over here talking about Boss Monster and Dungeon Cart, and now we're gonna play Overboss from Brotherwise. So it's in that same Boss Monster vibe where we're the villains and we're trying to. What are we doing?
You're the villain.
Your face is
Building
weird.
our evil land.
Wow. We're trying to build the land.
Built it or it's
Is
secure.
it our own?
So-
We each have our own.
So it's a mosaic style tile placement. You're placing tiles on your board with a set of rules for how the tiles can be interacted with each other, and that will then in turn dictate your score. And your goal is to try to build the best domain, if you will,
That is
of
the-
all the players at the table.
That is the least conducive to hero survival.
And really, the heroes don't even come into play here. This is real high-level over stuff.
Oh, okay.
Overview stuff. So
I'm getting a sense of perhaps like Suburbia.
this is actually a little more abstract than it is thematic.
Okay.
But the theme is just still gorgeous. We still got your classic boss monster, pixel art and
Yeah,
themes, and the way the things will interact with each other will feel very boss monster-ish. Speaking of which, I got to figure out where my boss monster game is because I actually have a promo that came with my Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Dungeon Cart. Was had several boss monster cards, which we did not throw them in for our game, but I put them in the box.
We will be including these. I love these. These are just a nice little bonus.
These
Each player is going to have a secret objective
Oh, excellent.
with
Yeah,
a
some
secret
stuff.
way of scoring some extra points.
That's all we want. That gives us a little bit of a direction. That's always
It
helpful.
adds a little variety
Like
because the
the
game
Predator
is
cards
fairly
Terraform Mars.
formulaic.
Yeah, the
otherwise.
Dukes in Valeria.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to pull
That game definitely needs. Valeria definitely needs the Dukes to drive you somewhere. Otherwise,
Well,
it's just all over the
And I'd
place.
say,
Wait, I'm supposed to follow those rules?
I mean,
well,
I
everybody
don't know
but
about
you.
you.
Well,
Everybody
think,
but you.
I think even like for Ticket to Ride, your initial route cards give a new player a direction.
A direction.
Then,
If they understand how they interact, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Choose tickets on the same route.
Exactly. Try to, unless you're, unless
Don't
you're
go
that
for the
guy.
Intercontinental Railroad. It's bad.
Volcano. I don't think I've actually played with Volcano before. It's never come up in the random draw.
So we're still setting up. The game arrived late, so we're getting things going here and making sure that we understand. But we've got at least one new player and at least one inexperienced player, and then the masters over here.
I don't think 2 games counts as mastery.
The
But
master wears the hat.
Actually, no. I think I played 3 times.
Oh,
See,
okay.
you're
See,
you're
now
at
you're
least
sneaking
you're
in.
at least
In like
expert
2 or 3
level,
years?
yeah, expert level. Yeah. Okay, so obviously not the same as Spirit Island, but still,
Yeah.
I mean, in your
Yeah.
dictionary, that's a lot.
It is. It is.
Now, the real strategy to the game is not so much in the nuance like some of our other games that we play where the individual moves mean so much. This is more like you're trying to solve a puzzle and you're doing it competitively.
A competitive
So you're
puzzle.
trying to score as many points as you can as you're placing tiles on the board.
like King Domino.
Yeah, a lot like King
King
Domino.
Some more of the
Yeah,
interaction.
yeah.
That's
Okay, yeah,
probably
yeah.
a lot closer.
Yeah, than Suburbia.
So the real nuance in this is going to be what do you do with your domain and how do you pull from the market in such a way to maybe slow somebody down you think might be a threat.
Well, and there is a selective reduction in what's available in the pieces you're going to use, right? So you've got 5 pieces here, but you selected those from a larger pool, right?
Yeah, so that's where some of our varieties coming in because
Yeah.
we're not bringing in the mountains or the towers.
Right. So
or
unlike
the
King
desert.
Domino, where those
Oh, the tiles are all there's
those tiles are always in
it,
play.
yeah.
You always have all of those options. Some of the variability in this game comes from the restriction of what's available, which is, I think that's kind of a
Right.
standard. A lot of games, I think, do that
Yeah.
to provide that variability. It's like, hey, you didn't get to see everything, so you're going to play it again to try to see those or program for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for our Valeria game that we played, it was Chris and you and I, right, Derek? That was when Glem's not here? Was it the 3 of us played Valeria?
Not so because I haven't played
I don't
very
think I
long.
played
With events? Was it you? Were you here for that?
Uh-uh.
Who was here for that? I forget. I'm going to go back and look at the video now.
I haven't done a Valeria at your place yet. All
No,
the
it
areas
was-
that
it was
you and I
me-
have done have been at the shop.
Me and Chris and it must have been Michael. I think it was Michael. But I select, so like usually in Valeria you pick like half of your events are actual event things. Otherwise, like when you exhaust your piles, otherwise they're just blank exhaust. I chose all events, and I tried to selectively choose events that were going to be interesting. That way, it gave them kind of more of an experience of what the game can be like.
So in a future game, we'll introduce these. These are a fun little expansion command cards that let you do a little more aggressive things like changing other players' boards or moving stuff around on your board and some fun stuff like that.
So there's not a whole lot of player interaction here,
No. So we're going to save these for when everybody's comfortable with.
except getting pieces.
The market, I think your
Yeah, it's
choice
where
is
like
off
if you get a
the-
piece before somebody else does, then that's kind of the interaction.
Right. The market is really where the competition is going to occur.
Got
Okay, so
You getting all
this
this, kids?
should be all the pieces that we're going to need to play. So why don't you go ahead and take that and set that out of the way,
That's it right there.
and then we'll work with what we have here.
it. Yep. And I'll switch to our overhead view once we actually have something to look at because right now it's all just set.
I have all of the top trees over here.
Oh, you want a couple?
Yeah, I keep
The big one or the little one?
just a little one, just for
Wow.
I can't. It doesn't matter.
Cloud Islands. I'm not playing Charter
Just
Stone.
slide that over there. Right. Speaking of,
Hey, we need to get
no
that
doubt.
back on the table.
What are you doing?
I was trying to put this down there, but then
Watson got in the way.
table
Okay, so
holder.
okay. All right, so these are all the pieces that we need. Turn all the tiles face down and shuffle them and set them aside, making a neat stack. So the tiles, all of these guys here,
The big
are all
ones?
going to get shuffled together.
Oh, all of these as
Yes.
one big stack?
Yes.
Oh, lordy. Why don't we
Yes.
just like draw them out
This
of
is like the
bag?
hardest part of the whole game.
Well, why do you? What's the bag for?
The bag's going to be for these little guys.
Well, I mean, it's a big bag.
We're going to get to that.
So if you want
Maybe use
So,
the
so we're king dominoing this part.
maybe use the
to
little
put him in
bag.
the tower, right?
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Oh.
basically, you're gonna like shuffle them all up, and then they'll stack up in here
And we'll
to
switch
keep them
back.
All right.
organized.
Yeah. So we'll
Yeah.
just
Here, shuffle these tiles. Yeah, that's easy. Thanks a lot, game designers.
Actually, for the camera, why don't we swap this around that people
Yes,
can
please,
actually
yes.
see what's on
That
here.
is the objective, also.
In fact,
In,
I think
in
you
their
actually need to go
perspective.
180 degrees.
let's do it like that. Does that work for
Well,
you too?
It's gonna. Well, yeah.
It is oriented technically so that when we look down here, I'll show you.
Because straight down, you're not going to see this very well, but you will see this.
Right, I was gonna say we could alter it so that it's readable vertical. So you go if it's
Right.
read,
So yeah,
if it's red, it goes
so
like
it
this.
should be that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, here's a half.
All right. So you guys take care of those.
Maybe a little bit if you want to give them a little.
I gave him a
Too late.
little. Oh, I gave him a little. He just might have given me my pot.
I'll
back.
give you a little. No, I took mine and gave you some.
All right.
I took yours.
Well,
You're all right. You're gonna take it like it.
you extraordinary.
Now that you're here, yes.
Monsters, crystals, and portals, and mini bosses. Yeah. So all of these go in the bag. Like that.
Where's that bag? It's nothing but chaos over here, kids. Chaos, I'm telling you.
We're doing one last
Am
swap.
I,
Go ahead and stick that.
am I causing a problem here?
No. Who knows what's causing the problem? We'll see. We'll see.
I hear mom causing a problem.
Yeah, she does.
Oh.
She's coming to play a choir with you. On
We're a little. Dang it. If I was going to lose to anybody.
Especially because she's gonna, well, yeah.
What? What?
Nope.
What do you have to say?
She's,
Huh?
she's perfect,
Uh huh.
and we'll kick your butt.
I'm sure. I have no doubt. I look forward to it.
Like your mom then? Are you being
Yeah, we're.
truthful
She'll-
here?
No,
She'll-
we're doing mom jokes. over
She'll
here.
be there on Saturday, actually.
Will she?
Yeah, because my sister's coming down, so
Oh, nice.
she's gonna drag mom along.
And she's gonna sit there and play
No, Chris-
Stardew Valley all
So
day.
no, maybe I don't know. No, Kristen is coming down because Beth won't play with anybody she doesn't know at a con.
Oh,
So
are you? Is your mom still streaming Stardew Valley?
I don't know if she is anymore, but
That's one of the greatest things I think ever. The idea, just the idea. I don't even watch this. Just like when's mom streaming Stardew Valley? Just the idea just seems so wholesome,
It is.
Yeah, my mom who can barely operate a cell phone.
right? Hey,
She's cursing the whole time.
Here,
We
hold on.
got her
Let's,
into
I think we
a.
can take 4 out, right?
Oh yeah.
2, 3, 4. Oh, there's a draft
Okay,
mechanism, I
just
think,
take
too.
the 4 from the top.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
I
when,
want to do
No.
it the hard way.
when we're all
He's
sitting
trying to
on
play
there,
Jenga
you,
at the
you
same
have
time.
those
Exactly.
ready to go.
Yes.
We're going to draw 4 terrain tiles and lay them out on the center table within reach, so they can go face up once they're in
I
place.
want to put this on the side so you guys can see.
That's probably a great
And
idea,
then
honestly.
draw 4 tokens
Guess it really doesn't
and lay
matter.
those below the drawn tiles.
This thing needs to be moved together.
Are these right?
Oh, no bad things are
It
happening.
is not. It's
Close
all,
your eyes.
It's all over. Don't look,
Close
kids.
your
It's a disaster. Physic, hide yourself. And these are paired together, right? So if you take one, you take the other.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so kind of like Cascadia.
Cascadia. And these little tokens go on your tiles.
There is an exception to that rule, but yes.
Yes, of course. There's always an exception.
The exception, I believe, is the portals. I think the portals let you do something different with that. We'll have to look that one up real quick.
All right. So we have 4 tiles. We have 4 tokens. And now we just need
The first player.
4
Portals
special
let you swap.
abilities. First player.
First player.
Well, you know how that
The
goes.
last one who entered a dungeon.
The most recently entered
Wow.
a dungeon.
No.
Derek.
That's true.
The official rule, and I think Derek may take this.
Uh-oh.
The official rule is the person who has most recently raised a full legion of undead. Now I know you play. I know you play a lot of war games.
Right before Hammer 40K, is that?
I mean,
I guess a
do
necromancer.
zombies
Or
count
ne-
as?
ne-
Yeah, right. Zombicide.
Yeah,
Zombicide.
absolutely.
I mean, I didn't personally raise them, but
From little zombies to bigger zombies.
Right. Exactly. I think Derek qualifies. Yeah, I agree.
Are we just gonna go with that?
Derek has to be first.
you have no proof of this.
We don't need it. We just believe it. We will make our truth.
Okay, so when you're pulling from the market, they're gonna go. You take the pairing. The exception to that is if you have a portal, I believe, and I gotta find.
Oh, they can like trade in and the portal for 2 different separate, kind of like what is it in Cascadia? You can use a token to take different.
I've only played it a couple of times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinecone.
A pinecone, yes.
Yes, yes.
And that way you can decide, oh, I'm going to take this tile and this animal or
Yeah,
whatever.
it lets
is,
you do
yeah.
that.
Okay, so I'm gonna back up just a step here. The crystals. We're gonna have to go into what each of these do.
The crystal.
I think
But
those are small finding classes.
each one of these has a crystal that you could possibly collect.
Okay.
And the crystals give you a bonus point for collecting that specific type of terrain. And it'll actually say on the crystal 1 point per item of that terrain type.
Oh, I don't need them for this. I'm not reading small text.
I just see you looking at that and make sure I got your glasses up here.
Yeah, no,
What
this
he's saying is he
this
doesn't want any
is old as
excuses.
He needed them last time.
I know.
They actually have bigger symbology than.
Yeah, the symbology in this is great.
So is the crystal on the tiles?
I'll actually look.
They'll be,
So
here.
they look like
Yeah.
these.
Okay, so there is.
So it'll be
so
one of
there
these
is
little
no,
ones.
There
Like
are
that
no
one's showing
crystals.
currently.
Okay,
They're not
okay, that's
showing
what I
right
want to
now.
make sure that I wasn't missing.
The portals will have a open, or a used and a not used side. Portals are not worth any points. They are placed in your layer active side up, glowing side.
Like a netherworld gate.
Once per turn, you may use a single active portal, flip it face down, to change the position of up to 2 monsters or mini bosses on your map. To use a portal, pick up either 1 or 2 tokens on your map, then immediately place the same tokens on any currently open tile on your map. So basically, it allows you to just literally move some of these guys around on your map. The thing I was thinking about that lets you pick up a mismatch might actually be one of the other terrain types, which we may not have on the board. Is it? You remember that?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Well, good. We don't have to worry about that.
Oh, we haven't gotten to these guys.
We need
We'll
those.
pull these up in a second. Go ahead and give these a shuffle. And
You know, I have sleeves this size.
nah.
I'm pretty sure-
As little as these ever get used. I mean,
I'm pretty sure these are about the same size. I'm pretty sure these are the same size. Well, they might not be as the Sentinel's boss cards. And I did get sleeves for those.
okay, and I think we deal 2 to each person.
Hi, my
Uh,
name's
We never know. We never
Hi.
things that came out for us.
No.
my name's Mark. And
We're
I'm
not
a sleeveaholic.
special.
We're not special.
What, Sentinels?
Yeah.
Nobody's special.
Nobody's special enough for Mark to bring Sentinels out.
Hey, now that I've been charged the shipping for Freedom 5.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, have
So
I?
now you'll finally
Or was
pick
that
out the
Clank
original
Legacy?
game?
No, that was Clank Legacy. That was Clank Legacy.
I don't
I got
think
charged shipping
yeah.
for Clank Legacy. Never mind. Which I'm also very excited to play.
So it's 2 to each player, and then
And
pick
then they
one.
choose.
Yep.
Blank it.
I'll make it
And then when you pick your one, you keep it face down.
We will play Sentinels.
We'll talk about it in a second. And then take one extra and just put it face up so I can talk about it.
The Collective. That was the one that was on the bottom before. You sure you want to just talk about
Fool
it?
me once, shame on you.
Nah, it doesn't really
Fool
matter
me
which
twice,
one.
shame on me.
Did you play it
Okay.
before?
I'm not gonna show you what it does, but
The Brothers Wise.
that's who I played in our game.
You got
Crushed.
I mean,
Okay.
the one
Crushed!
It was the other game. It was something else. You also got crushed.
Yeah, we
so-
played 2 games in a row.
We did, but they weren't both Brothers Wise.
No, yeah.
We had different bosses.
Okay, so that's the basic concept of the portals and the crystals. We'll go into each terrain in a second, but I'll talk about these real fast. There's 2 different effects that you'll see on your boss card here. The top one is a use ability. So at some point, you'll be able to say,
You
and it's
reveal.
of your choosing, you can reveal this and then use that top ability once. So that's a one-time use. The trade-off is by using it, you're revealing to everybody the bottom one, which is your end-game scoring bonus. So you want to keep that a secret. You may want to decide not to use your top ability, but if you really need it, it's there to be used. So that's how those work. And each one is identical. They have a top and a bottom, and the top is one-time use.
When you use it, then you flip it over so everybody knows what you're.
You flip it face
Yeah,
up,
okay.
They'll know who you are at that point.
and they'll know which one you have and what your abilities are.
How many different tile types do we have?
5
5.
5.
or 6.
And
I hope it's 6. 'Cause
There were- yeah, there were-
otherwise,
We each grabbed 2 stacks,
Oh, okay.
so there must be 6
No,
types.
no,
Look at
there's 5 types. Well, there's 6 types. There's 5 that we chose,
Plus one
and then there's
base
always
type.
the dungeon type.
There you go.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dungeon is your
Okay.
6.
that's what I needed to know. Okay.
And for reference, I'll just go ahead and lay these out so everybody knows what we have in the deck. But you guys have all seen them at this point. So.
Cloud.
The Chosen Brothers one
So-
again.
Let's just talk real quick about
Never.
Never.
what's different about them.
They're banned.
Forest score. Based
Just
on the
multipliers.
number of forest tiles they have on their map.
More fire.
Attached to each other or
Um,
anywhere on
just
your map.
total.
Okay.
That's just on the map. And you can see on the forest tile, they'll all have the same marking 1, 3, 5, 15. You can actually see what.
Oh,
it looks like
okay.
there.
So the multiplier goes up the more you have.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
The number of points per tile, or the number of points based on the number
So
of tiles?
if you have 3 tiles, you'll be looking at the third number there.
You'll get 6 points for each.
Yeah. No, you get
No, you'll
6
get
points.
6
You'll get
points.
6 points. Okay.
Total, yeah.
Got it.
So
That's like Sushi Go.
Yes. Yeah. Like the Maki rolls.
so Cloud Island.
I knew you would know that.
Cloud Island. Each cloud is worth 7 points minus 1 for every non-cloud type that is on your map. So basically, you start with 7 points and you lose points for not having clouds. So if you're predominantly clouds, if you have all the clouds, you could have 7 points. That's a great score.
I mean, 7 times
Each,
16.
yeah, each one is 7. Yeah.
Each cloud island is worth each one is worth 7 minus the number of non-clouds on the board.
So you'd better have
So don't have a
fewer
variety.
than 7 non-cloud tiles.
So if you go clouds, you want to dedicate clouds, or
And
plan for
everybody
not
else
score.
will be like, nope, I'm taking those from you.
So they'll be
Swamp.
worth 5 or 2 at the worst, right? Am I doing that right?
Correct. No, it's
Minus
tile
each
type.
other.
Yeah, you're correct. Tile type. Yes. So at the worst, they would be worth 2 points each. If you have all
Yeah, but
6
it's-
types. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's a type. Yeah.
Okay, that's not as bad.
Okay, now.
So there's not a point at which they're worth
It's
nothing.
worth 7 points,
Okay, all by itself.
and then for each other tile type present,
So
it
forest,
loses a
swamp,
point.
volcano.
Gotcha, okay.
right? Not the
Castle and
quantity,
dungeon.
the type.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the least those tiles will be worth is 2 points.
Points. Okay.
So if you had just cloud and forest, nothing else, they would
6
be worth
points.
6.
Yes.
Points. I gotcha.
Each.
The swamp. Each swamp is worth 1 base point. It's also worth an additional point if it borders the watery edge of the map.
Gotcha.
So they're actually literally how it's drawn on the map. You're looking at the actual printing on there, the actual artwork.
There's 7 tiles adjacent to water.
I have to take the brother wise.
Can't deny the brother.
So we'll put that like that.
That one's too much of a detriment with these tiles.
So swamp's pretty straightforward. Volcano is one I've not played with before. Volcanoes are worth 4 points. After placing a volcano on your map, destroy all bordering monsters and mini bosses, returning those tokens to the bag.
Okay.
So volcanoes are worth a lot of points for each, but when you place them,
They
you
kill
don't want to
anything.
place them next to existing
Get them early.
What
tiles.
What counts as bordering? Orthogonal
Adjacent or
diagonal?
orthogonal or diagonal?
That is a good question. I believe it's orthogonal.
Oh, borders right there in the corner.
Borders. Borders
Shared
are shared sides of a tile. 2 tiles that touch only at a corner are not considered to border.
Roger.
So yes, orthogonal.
Which makes sense. It's 8-bit, man. Come on.
So,
You only have
and
4
then finally
directions.
castles.
I had
I'm waiting for the
my
16
television
bit.
had 16 or by 8
All
directions.
8.
Oh yeah, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, that's in television. That's
That's
weird.
What was that?
Cool.
Halcyon days of actual.
Original NES was 8?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Six-
If you
No,
hit
because
two-
it was second generation. It wasn't Atari 2600.
right,
Or
which was that was only
or-
4 direction.
yeah, the Odyssey. No, Odyssey was 16. Television was 16. ColecoVision. It was just the Atari that was 4.
Atari was 4 direction.
Super Nintendo was 16 bit.
The other
They're 8.
Directionally.
Yeah,
though,
directional.
they were
Yeah, there was 8 bits that were directional, but had the
the circle.
the circle.
so castles are worth 2 points plus 2 points if there's a vampire in them.
Okay.
Wahaha.
Okay.
This is in addition to the
Monsters.
the points for the tile for the monsters that are there as well. So if it has a vampire in it, the vampire gives the castle an extra 2 points, but you also score points for the vampire for having a vampire in the correct configuration. So it doesn't. It's not exclusive. It's
Separate.
inclusive.
So it's always bonus to have the same type and the same monster. Just the vampire
Usually.
gives a extra bonus.
Yes. Well, it does for the castle. For the others, I don't believe. Is it just one per having it on the match or something?
Well, yeah, it's not as big, but I'm pretty sure you at least get a bonus for having matching.
Monster tokens are placed in arrangement on the map, whether or not they match their terrain tile. Each straight line of 3, 4 of the same monster is called a band. The bands are scored according to the size of the band.
Vertical or horizontal, you can't turn a corner.
Correct.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good to know. No L's in this.
Matching
world?
monsters. Monsters that are placed in the matching terrain type are worth 1 point at the end of the game. So yes. So in the case of putting a vampire
guys
in a
match.
castle, he would be worth 1 point because you matched, but you'd also get two
Two extra
points
points for
because the
castle.
castle has that specific property.
What if you have 2 vampires in the castle?
You would only get an extra 2 points plus 2 points, 1 for each vampire.
Sure.
And then every round they would make a new little vampire.
Is that how that works? It's funny. That's not, that's not what Andrew the Vampire taught me.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see here.
And you can harvest them to feed your family.
Yeah. And if you like 10-year-old girls, you can buy one of those too.
I'll let the audience decide.
No, was she 10? I don't know how old she was supposed to be in that movie.
Oh, in an interview with
Interview
him.
with
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
She was definitely underage.
She was. Yeah.
Let's see if I can pull that off.
Don't turn your vampires underage.
Okay. Get these out of the way.
Well, I still
It
have
does mental damage
still
to
choose
the
it?
vampire over time.
I guess I'll choose this guy. He's easier.
Okay, so
Don't look.
I'm not looking. Good. I'm trying to figure out which ends up. Story of my life.
Wow. That's
All
what
right.
she said?
Indeed.
Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
It's going to be a game, kids. It's going to be a game.
That it will.
Okay.
That's basically the rules.
All right, Derek. Show us how it's done.
So gameplay. Pick
Cheater.
one.
Cheater. Obviously.
Get him early.
Right.
Oh, in the middle.
Well, that one, obviously, because, yeah, now it won't destroy anything, right?
And place it.
It's
And
just clockwise
then
from there.
and then we replace it.
Oh,
Oh,
we'll
right now.
replace it right now.
Oh, so, yeah.
I need to
just
grab from the bag there. Oh, look at that.
grab from your bag.
I feel it.
What? Well, now that's crystal.
That's Kristen.
So the crystal gives you 1 point per forest on your map.
Correct.
Okay. Does it also count as a match to a forest? Like if you play it on a well, it's not a forest, but if you play it on
No,
a
you don't
forest.
play the crystals on the forest. The crystals and the portals you put
Oh, on the
next
side.
to your board.
Monsters go on.
Only
the
monsters
top.
never got it.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Derek has a great idea there.
Yeah, but mine was even better because it matched.
Mine's better still because I actually get a portal or a crystal.
I guess
disagree.
you
You
gotta
gotta
do
do
this.
that.
I have to do
This
this.
is my one job.
Do I have to?
You gotta pull a
So much
vampire.
going on. No, I will not. I will choose a lava monster. Is it a fire elemental? Is that what that is?
Right there.
Fire bad.
Okay.
You know, fire elemental taking a little bath in a little fire sauna. Just chilling out, watching the forest burn.
Like to burn. And burn them. They were performance pieces. I put them out eventually. Do I just do this now?
Do it now.
Wow.
That's it.
Such encouragement. I asked Chad, but I don't see one, so I guess I just have to deal with something. Wait a minute. I have to take a page from Chris's book. If my opponents say I should do it, I shouldn't trust them.
Oh.
Then again, I wouldn't trust Chris.
Chris has proven his duplicity. This is true. This is true. All right, I'm going to take...
I do believe the last game I played with Chris, it did not end well for the rest of us.
Right? Yeah, and that was the one that solidified in my head.
I'm so looking forward to Queen's Dilemma. It's going to be so much
Right.
fun.
All right, so I'm going to take...
I really hope Chris is playing.
Womp. Because it was one of her
Sweet.
tile. It's a little vampire. Every turn. Every turn.
Every
Glenn.
turn.
Every turn.
Why do I have to
What
have
is
this
that?
burden?
Oh, this is a swamp?
That's a dungeon.
Dungeon. Oh, a dungeon. Okay, wait. Okay.
And there are no monsters that match the dungeon.
Uh,
What is dungeon worth? 1 point plus 1 for each
So-
non-dungeon adjacent.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the dungeon. Each dungeon is worth 1 point. Each dungeon also gains a point for every different type of terrain that borders it.
Yep.
If all 4 sides of a dungeon are bordered by different terrain
It's worth
types,
5.
the dungeon is worth a total of 5. Tokens may not be placed on a dungeon.
So if you
So-
take a dungeon,
You would put the token to the side, and you can actually.
oh, really?
Yeah, because every turn you're supposed to place a token on, but it's not necessarily the one you draw. It's one that you have available.
it just so happens that none of us are in that position right now.
Right.
A
Portal.
Which, once you start doing that, then you also have some control over like which monsters get put on which terrains.
Right. Do you have to place tiles adjacent, or can they go anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Can tiles just go anywhere? Or do I have to
You can
build-
place them anywhere.
Okay.
I can do your-
Ah, that cloud is only worth 6.
The only real restriction's going to be is how much you're going to get for where you placed it.
I'll tell you now, it's gonna be worth even less than 6 by the time I'm done. Salud.
So, for example, I think that dungeon is a great opportunity for me.
Oh yeah, because you can get it.
Because I can't place it on here, but I can place it there, and it's a match. So that's going to be good. And
You allergic to Jim?
different.
Obviously, he's not here ever. I don't get used to him. Jim's an acquired taste.
To really maximize it, I kind of want to put this somewhere in the middle.
Waiting for him to finish.
Yeah.
Did he get his towel?
He
Oh, he
did.
put it over there. Wait,
Dungeon.
oh, because he took a crystal with it, so it didn't have one on it. I see.
Correct.
No, that one had it was a dungeon with a
No, the
log
first
up,
one.
but he was able
The
to.
first
Oh,
one,
he
yes.
was wondering how I got that there.
Now this one has a crystal that triggers on crystal
10
or on
turns.
castles.
Castles, yeah. Well, there you go.
Oh wait, is this my turn?
So,
Yeah.
so if somebody's
So-
collecting castles or
Yes.
wants to start collecting castles, this is a great opportunity. Now you get a portal, you can move your vampire into that castle.
Just
Right.
like all, we're going all volcanoes.
I'll do this. It's a mountain castle.
Well, who's in charge of the bag?
Somebody else needs to be in charge of this, obviously, because I'm not doing it here. You guys do it. Jeez. What is that? What is that match?
Boss. That's a mini boss.
Oh, it's a mini boss.
Mini boss. We didn't really talk about mini bosses, did we?
Well, they're all unique.
Um,
I know that.
They are that. Mini bosses are worth 2 points if they're placed on a terrain tile.
Do they band together?
But they initially go to your lair, right?
They
They do not.
may be
not,
placed on any terrain
Wait,
tile
no,
except
it's not.
dungeons
I don't know.
and do not count towards bands of monsters.
Then they don't count. Then that means they don't count each other's band either.
Correct.
Right. So they're a little disruptive, but they're worth more points.
Did they go immediately on the tile, or do they go into your lair
They're
first?
placed on a tile just like any other token, which if you have a place to place it, place it. If you don't have a place to place it, they sit to the side until you're ready to do your placement.
Gotcha.
Placement.
Well, I say that because you can actually, if you have one sit to the side, which I don't think any of us have currently,
Monsters, no.
you can draw from here and decide to, instead of placing that one, you can put that one down and take the other one and place that one.
Gotcha.
So in theory.
Oh, this would
No,
blow
yeah,
up that,
yeah, I
right?
don't know about
Okay.
Why,
You put it,
no.
I can put
diagonal.
it diagonal.
I thought it was placing the. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a
Yeah,
volcano.
it blows up 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If you don't like that fairy, then fine.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. Wow.
Oh, yeah, technically, Glenn, your assertion is correct. All monsters go to your lair first,
Gotcha, and then you.
but then you just generally almost immediately play it out
Okay.
in most cases.
But you could swap out something else later. Okay.
Yeah, see, now look.
I was gonna say.
Who's behind now?
Give me back the bag. I looked good
Derek
before
is,
you had the bag.
Derek is clearly about keeping the mechanics moving.
That's right. No, it's called not thinking. Just
Do.
Just do.
He's a force of nature. He's a force of nature.
So could you choose not to put the one you just got on that plant on that
Could
location?
you hold on a side on purpose?
You have to place.
You have to place.
You have to place
If-
a tile,
if-
you have to
if
place
possible.
a monster.
Gotcha.
If-
Okay.
Yeah, unless you can't. Yeah.
This is Jim's turn, right?
It
Because
is.
you don't think. Sure, you guys a piece ready. You got these guys next time.
I've learned my lesson now.
Well, let's see.
The only reason this game's gonna go to 4:30 is because it's thinking. Right. Derek will not be the reason.
I will never be the reason.
I think this makes sense.
Go. Doesn't matter, right? You pick, so you can just
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as it doesn't mulligan.
Tempting.
That's a good combination
Wow.
for a volcano.
Interesting.
It's a very large castle complex up here. So I can put this on either one.
Either one, yes.
But it doesn't matter. Really, just gotta put them.
Depending what you're trying to build.
So all monsters are worth 1 point, or they're only worth a
They're
point.
they're
only worth a
matching.
point if they're on a matching tile.
Wow. With all these fire elementals.
That's a different artwork.
Yeah, they're different each.
Yeah, every tile's got a different one, which I think is a nice touch.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Every single one is different?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of effort. Good on you, brother Wise.
Yeah, and they're just like slightly different. Well, I guess maybe there's a
Breaking
few,
your own
there's
rules.
variations
You're
in there. I
thinking.
guess maybe there is some.
That
These
matches.
two look. the
That
same.
matches up more with what I've seen in their artwork. Is that they're mostly the same, but you get variations here and there.
Right.
Which is
so
which
you
is
can look
nice.
at them, you can recognize it. That's that thing.
Yeah,
But,
oh, this
it's a
got some
slight
extra-
variation. Yeah.
Oh. Second time we've had matchy.
That's not.
That one's
forest.
on match.
That's forest and swamp.
Oh, forest and swamp. Okay. Oh yeah, mushrooms.
And again, there's that slight
Mushroom,
variation thing going
mushroom.
again.
Mushroom. Bet. Whose turn is it?
The answer
Because he
will almost
doesn't
always
think.
I kind of knew, but I was for the
Right.
variations at the moment.
I did think for like 2 seconds for the record.
Long enough for
Len
me to
caught
question.
me.
Yeah, it's long enough for me to question what he was doing.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
He froze. He has to be rebooted.
That's right.
The tiles are broken.
I tried, so I have my old computer upstairs for like 2 days. I've been trying to put Bazite on it to run SteamOS.
Oh,
Turns out that I have an NVIDIA chipset and it won't work. It only works with AMD.
you're gonna get all the mini bosses.
Did you?
So mad.
Oh wait, you didn't take the.
I
Last
didn't take mini
boss,
boss, he
did
did. Yeah, now all of a sudden I've been talking about SteamOS because I want to play Steam games down here. So in theory, then this is probably not a bad grab because
Or you don't need, because you can just run the Steam Link down here and it can cast from upstairs to down here, and you don't ever have to. With the state, once you have it installed, you can actually. It's essentially the computer upstairs is doing the work, and you're just displaying it down here.
Does that work?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to educate me.
Mhm.
Okay. Question. So, in theory, this might be a good play because I already have a little forest dude. Assuming at some point I can grab a portal, but somebody grab the one that was. who grabbed
There's
it?
not a lot of portals.
Is that you?
Yeah.
And you've used it already, or?
No, it's right.
Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Yeah. For the record, there are 7 portals.
And there's a chance we won't see them all.
Correct.
Classic.
Is it? And we want the mini bosses in dungeons, right? Is that the?
No, the mini bosses. Dungeons don't take anything. Mini bosses are just worth 2,
Oh,
but they don't. But they don't count towards bands.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you're not worrying about bands, the mini bosses are good.
Bands, by the way, are very worthwhile. You can score a lot of points in bands.
Don't do that. My first empty spot.
Oh,
Did you just reveal a portal for yourself?
yeah. This is,
That's very nice.
Are you gonna take it?
no,
Oh.
Sad panda.
actually, I am.
What? You lied.
You can do it. You can do it.
I mean, not that my hopes got up or anything, because there's still a gym in front of me. So
It's not ideal. I didn't really want another one of the volcanoes, but
You have 2 portals?
He has 2
yeah, because he's greedy.
greedy Gus.
Greedy Gus.
Wow.
Well, there are a lot of volcanoes.
It's just
I
we're
know the
seeing
mini
all
boss.
volcanoes. I'm telling you, I shuffle
Wow.
is bad. Mushroom.
Oh shoot! I already messed up.
Excellent.
Boop.
That's what we want.
Actually, no.
That's what he gets for not thinking.
That's not true.
That's what he gets for
I
not
still have a
thinking.
chance. I still have a chance.
You're saying there's a chance. Snake. Snake. Oh, well, I mean, obviously,
Wow.
I need to take a 4-point cloud, right? Because I've got 3 other types. Duh.
Watch as those points drop.
Right? Well, crap. I mean, I guess I'm on the castle plan here, right?
Blah blah blah.
At least placing a no. At least placing a fire elemental doesn't, like do any damage.
I have a mountain range.
Wow.
Take me
A
home.
volcano goes through it.
Get a title, please.
Sure.
No, Derek, you choose from what's there. You're in such a hurry.
Oh man,
Aw, dude!
there's too many choices. All right.
Cloud's worth more to you. It's worth 5 currently. Although the swamp doesn't hurt your cloud either.
No.
Either way. See, I psyched him out so that one of you guys can get the cloud. You're welcome.
Portal.
Hey, it's not for Derek. Now, so you said a portal. A portal lets you swap two monsters.
Yeah.
Okay. And you do that in place of placing a monster, or you can. I mean, obviously, you can save it for later.
I think
When
it's
do you choose to
anytime
use it?
during your turn.
Anytime during your turn, you can use it. Okay.
Once per turn. You can only use it once per turn. So like I can't do both of them
In the same turn. But once you use one, it's used.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's done.
And it's literally swapping only 2 positions.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Mushroom. Jim, we're way too much thought to it.
I'm torn. I mean, on one hand, I kind of want to take the cloud because 4 different ones on a dungeon is great.
But the cloud's only worth.
But the portal, I
3
don't
points
know if
to
I
you.
want to let that slip by.
Let it float around the table.
But this may be my opportunity to get a 4th type bordering
do
my
it.
dungeon.
Don't do it. I'm warning you now.
It's a 5-point dungeon. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. On the other hand, you have different fingers.
But the portal
Excellent choice.
is worthwhile, and I do have the green crystals.
Oh, speaking of portals. No, I'm pretty sure I have to take that. Even though the cloud is only worth.
Oh yeah, no, you can have the portal. I already have 2 of them. I don't really need more than.
He wants the cloud with the fairy, but Glenn's going to take that one, so we're fine.
No, he's not.
He's definitely not taking the volcano.
He doesn't want the cloud.
I don't
He wants the mini
I,
boss.
I didn't really want the cloud either, but I got
What?
one.
Is there? Do I get bonuses for having the most mini bosses?
No, not unless your
You just-
boss
you
does
just get
that.
2 points for every mini boss.
Just need 2 points.
Alright, now I have to read specific rules. This guy goes.
And you'll have the toughest. You'll be like Elden Ring over here, whereas everybody else will be like.
Does that have a reference for the boss cards? Like specific rulings or
No,
The boss?
That one
No.
doesn't. No.
this is this?
No, boss cards would be in here. There's some
No.
talk about it here.
Thinking too much,
Yeah.
I think. Here.
I just want to see if they have like
Yeah,
talked about
it's
the
that
specific
last
ones.
page right there.
But you got to think enough to where you let
Well,
that.
I could do. Let's do this.
I like it.
And then I'll put that guy down here instead. Then I'll have a vampire in the vampire hole.
Another boss.
No.
Or mini boss.
Another mini boss.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Really.
Okay, this does not answer my question at all. If you have a card that gives you bonuses for monsters, is that regardless of whether they match or not?
Gives you bonuses for monsters. You have a card that says you get so many points for however many monsters,
+1 is what it says.
+1 for each monster.
For each matching monster?
No.
Or each? So
Each
you just want to
monster-
get a variety? Or
I
just
guess.
you just want to get
Does it just mean that each monster counts for 1?
Sounds like
I
it.
believe
minimum?
so, yeah.
Cool.
Without reading it, it sounds.
Which,
like
as you can see, it's very possible to not have a
Oh, yeah,
monster
for
under
sure.
the tile.
Yeah.
So.
Now I cannot guarantee without reading the card that that's correct, but
Is this Jim's turn again? Did I distract him?
yeah. I mean the
No.
token
Just count
that
the
I
tiles.
wanted completely went around. You guys all give it to
You
me.
let him have that? Glenn!
I needed a vampire.
Oh my gosh. You do not need vampires. I need vampires.
I needed a vampire. Just one. He just had to go. He's like,
You took that one? That's what I was. Oh my gosh, Glenn!
You-
You did it all wrong.
he was there the turn.
You
had
took
it.
mine. I had to get the portal. You took mine and you
I
gave him
needed the
his.
portal, and
You did it all wrong.
You
Is this me again?
Yep.
Yeah, don't take my portal this
No.
time.
Yeah, no. You deserve for me to take your portal.
I'm gonna take your portal.
Take. I don't know. I'm not finishing that sentence.
Not a portal, not a
No,
portal.
no portal.
My child watches this stream for goodness sake.
She's old. You think she has to do this at school? Over here.
It's homeschool.
I know, exactly. That's what I was
Actually, she's
that's the best part of the joke.
She's not technically homeschooled. But
Yeah. She hears works at school. What's her mother doing? That's right. These won't go water tiles. This is fine.
It's okay. I would have understood. All of mine did. So you know.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
She's homeschooled. Are you sure the joke's on me? Yeah, make terrible decisions now.
Yeah. Well, you took my good decision. away from me.
Exactly. Because you ruined mine.
You ruined my fun stuff. I think. And that doesn't get a crit.
That's
monster,
right.
right?
That's
Correct.
It wants different types. So
But
put
you'll
it
be
right
able
here.
to put your monster on one
That's
of
not
your.
No,
different
you
types.
don't. That's so mean. You're so mean.
Hey, I didn't tell him to put it here. He can get 3 points there. This game is definitely kind of a little more relaxed. I don't
Oh,
feel like there's a
absolutely.
whole lot of critical decision making going on here.
No, this is a great social game. I love this game for that purpose. It's just
Oh, Matchies. No, would you stop doing that?
Well, stop giving them
Every
to me.
damn time.
Quit giving them
How
to
many
me.
is that? 4 now that you've gotten like that?
Mostly you guys just let me have them.
No, whatever.
I don't know.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Allowed to have forests. I thought I was pretty clear on this. I'm supposed to have all the forests.
Well, you've
There's
got
another
another one there.
forest and a shroom.
Mushroom.
Badger. I gotta start writing these down. Like, I gotta start writing down the sound clips that I need to include.
Oh.
That's a cloud crystal.
Crystal.
Derek should definitely not be allowed to have that, but you're all gonna let him. It's all your fault, by the way. Nothing to do with me. Whose turn is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? 7. It's my turn. What'd you do? Why didn't you see you take a
I
tile?
was wondering how long it was going to take.
I love that all three of us were sitting right here with the realization.
I was just watching. I did not see Jim take the tile, so I'm looking. It's like, which one's he gonna take?
He was a ninja this turn.
He was. Let's see here. I will take.
Take the cloud crystal.
I have a cloud. Technically, I
Take
should
the
take
cloud
it
crystal.
just to be a butthead for Derek.
Sure.
Take the cloud crystal.
But I see a mini boss. And I like mini bosses.
Do you get bonuses for mini bosses? Other than they're just worth 2 points?
Maybe.
No, I see how you are.
Okay.
I do believe there is a boss that does get bonuses for mini bosses.
Okay, first, before I do that, I'm gonna use my portals. I'm gonna swap these two. That's a 3-point move right there. And then
You're thinking way too hard for.
I'm gonna do these. This is this one. Oh, I put a castle next to a water.
Just another mini boss. Good gravy.
Just another mini boss. Nothing to see here.
How much are the bands worth?
They are worth.
2 if you have 2, 5 if you have 3, 7 if you have 4.
Yeah. There we go. I'm assuming this swamp is still only worth +1, even though it's technically bordered on 2 sides by water. It just has to touch water to be
Correct.
worth the next point. You took it. Good job, Glenn.
Well, is it?
Well, I don't know.
Is it? We'll see.
You don't even have a cloud. You don't even have a cloud tile yet.
There's other reasons that grab it. though.
Oh, I see. Glenn was the blocker today.
No, I mean, regardless of whether it was helpful.
Ah.
Notice I did not say irregardless.
Thank you. You know what? Actually, a guy I was in a meeting with on Friday used irregardless. I was like, ah! I'm not going to point it out right now. Oh, did you take the boss? Took the mini boss?
Oh, there's a nice little crystal.
Nice. A thwomp crystal.
Swamp crystal.
Thwomp.
Swamp. 1 plus 1. Is that 1 per swamp? Plus 1? Okay.
It's 1 plus
If you're adjacent to water.
adjacent to water.
Adjacent to water.
What does that mean?
Well, is it?
You
Does
get,
it
it's
count
just
adjacent
flat
swamps
1,
also?
and then you get a
Yeah.
bonus for next to water.
But there's another, like, why does it say 1
I think
plus mushroom 1 plus 1?
Maybe you get base value if each swamp is worth it. If it borders a watery board, plus an additional if it is next to one other swamp tile for a
Oh.
maximum value of 3.
So they actually, so putting these two together was good because I
Yeah.
get bonus points for them
so
also.
they're both worth 3. There you go.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Look at you.
Oh, don't take that. That was
What
the
are
wrong.
you taking?
I wanted that one.
Wait, what are you taking?
I
He
took
took the swamp
He
with the
took
swamp, crystal.
Now I'll take it.
Oh, what?
What?
It says at the start of an opponent's turn.
Oh, you have to take it before.
You choose the tile and token they draft.
Oh,
I see.
that's so.
But you get to
mean.
place it.
On your board.
No, on my board. I don't get to place it, but you can place it.
So you can put.
So you're telling him he has to take something else?
That's so neat. Do we put a new one out there, or does he have to take from the 3?
Well, presumably he's going to make him choose some other kind.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah.
He chooses for him.
Oh.
Unless am I reading that wrong?
No, I think you're reading it right.
So now you're
I do
choosing
think you're
for
supposed
him.
I do think you're supposed to play it before.
Before
but
they
we'll
make-
go ahead and
makes
make
the
the
choice.
choice. No, we'll go ahead.
No, that's okay.
No.
I want to play it correctly.
No, I'm good.
Don't make
No,
me
it's
increase the cheat counter.
Yeah, I want to play it correctly.
Are you sure?
I like his play though,
I do. I very much so.
because I want that. Because it doesn't do you
You do
nearly
it
as
now.
much good as it
What's
does
that?
You
me.
should do it now.
Not yet.
No,
but
no.
Mess up Mark.
Oh no, I've got
So
3.
then what's-
I've got 3 swamps
I
already.
guess I'm trying to figure out what the
That would've been my
point
fourth.
is,
I want to put it.
because then it doesn't seem
There.
nearly as good. So reveal.
No,
let's
I
try
do
to-
want to put it there. Just gonna make it all.
So you're saying before you pick, and then you get to pick what.
No,
So-
I'm saying
so
what,
at the
what it
start of
sounds
the
like to me
turn is when you reveal
tell
it.
you tell them what they're drafting, but they place it on their board.
So first the tiles go out, and then at the beginning of whoever's turn it is, you flip that and you say, "I'm going to choose your tile. You're going to take this one over
Okay,
here."
so it does do what I thought it was.
Yeah,
It
you
was
just
I did
played
it
the wrong
at
time.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Yes.
the timing. It's not. So it's not.
You don't get to
after.
react to what decision they're making.
Correct. Oh.
Make sense?
Yeah, it's the same thing, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Because you're still choosing the tile.
Right.
Correct.
Well,
I should put that down here.
Now, see where it'd be great is when it's a volcano, especially on Glenn's turn.
No, because they're.
Should blow the whole thing away.
Because he doesn't have a lot of places where he can put it.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be probably better on Mark's with a volcano. Or mine.
Oh no, so it is. That's the opposite of what I thought it was doing.
So you're basically playing it on on one of the
I'm
player's
choosing
turn,
for
but
them.
you tell them which one they're taking.
Yeah, that's not nearly as good as I thought. Stupid brother-wise.
I don't agree.
I think it can be.
Telling somebody what they have to play? That's fantastic.
Especially
Not
if it's-
necessarily. I mean, you're basically hosing one person instead of benefiting me.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, it is definitely a.
Or if there's a piece that you really want, you play it on.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
but
I'm
it's
not
but it's a lot more limited than I thought. Is what I'm saying. It's not nearly
Right,
as good as
right.
what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Stupid brother-wise, they screwed me over again.
Always. You always think they're better than they are.
You would think that would be OP. It's their game.
Right?
Exactly.
It's still pretty OP. They're fair, even amongst themselves.
But it is really good in the volcano with the volcano
For sure.
there.
Yeah.
Because the volcano is actually destructive.
But that's just me.
But it's like lake game volcanoes. What you want to do is where they don't really have a lot of choice of where they can put it.
Right.
Yeah.
When everybody's like avoiding the volcano, because then what you also do, you also open up a slot that might not be a volcano for your turn.
Why do you like this one?
Nope.
Do dungeons count like other dungeons as a non-matching type?
You know, I've actually been wondering that myself.
For every different type of terrain that borders it.
I was kind of going on the no, that they don't count
But all
dungeons
it has to
and
be is
because
they
a dungeon
differ.
is of the same type as.
But it's saying that different type of terrain that borders.
What are you asking?
Does a dungeon count another dungeon as a different
Yeah.
type of terrain?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what I would think, because it's not looking at whether it matches its type. It's whether the four that are around it are matching. So another dungeon, as long as another dungeon's not around it, would count as one of the four different types around it.
I'm good with that if we want to call it that way. I think short of looking online, I don't really think there's enough information here. I think we're just going to have to come up with our interpretation.
Yeah.
Unless there's an example here in the sample play. It doesn't look like they use dungeons in the sample here.
They did not. Well, no, they didn't use boss cards. Exactly. Anyway.
Well, who? Where'd the dungeon
Who?
go?
What are you talking about?
That guy.
I thought you'd be happy.
That guy.
I wanted that dungeon.
You know that guy. You know all about that guy. I would like to point out the paucity of vampires we've had in this game.
The what?
The paucity
The paucity.
of
Is that your
vampires.
$5 word for the day?
I'm full of $5 words. My word bank is so rich.
It's a little
But
calendar
you'll-
with a different
Look,
word.
for every $5 word you use in a given day, it makes all the other $5 words worth less. So you've got to choose one if you want full value.
No, it's a diminishing scale. The first one's still worth full value. Each
Oh,
one
okay.
after that.
Okay. All right.
They're discounted.
Yeah, because at that point you're just putting on airs.
That's
and
right.
everybody can
Just
ignore
just
you.
gilding the lily.
Yeah,
as it were.
exactly. Can you choose to put it on a different?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
You just have to put one
You
monster
draw
on
the
one
tile. You basically
Okay.
you draw
Alright.
the pair,
Oh
and,
god,
and that's basically how you play
Oh,
one that
wait.
was over
Wait,
here.
what?
You don't
Have
have
I
to
been
place
playing
the
that?
monster on the tile you
Yeah,
play.
you don't have to
Oh.
place it on the.
There you
Could've
go.
done
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, that's good to know because
Yeah.
that was sort of limiting what I
Yeah,
was
the
choosing
rule is you
before.
place a tile, then you place the monster. It doesn't really say that the two things
You're
are
gonna
connected.
block me just because you're worried about
No,
the crappy
Glenn.
scoring I'm gonna get
No,
out
Glenn,
this.
I'm not in fact going to block you because I am a nice guy.
You are a nice guy. May heaven rain sweetmeats down upon you.
I love the sweetmeats. They're my favorites.
That's what she said.
Whoa. Whoa.
I can never remember the rest of that quote.
What's from?
It's a. I think it's a Shakespearean
Blah,
quote, but
blah,
I always
blah.
get it from Blackadder. So
which is practically the source material. I
yeah,
don't know what
exactly.
So it adds some legitimacy. Right?
Yeah, exactly. A little extra gravitas. Wait, oh, he took, yeah. I was going to say, wow, all of a sudden there are two.
So you said there were.
A
What was it?
paucity.
A paucity.
A paucity.
A paucity.
Yes.
We're in a little bit of trouble. He's got the volcano crystal.
Oh, definitely.
I don't have a place to put another volcano though.
Into your up, right?
Yep.
I just had to check because this is unusual for you to take
Yeah.
more than 4 seconds.
There's literally nothing that benefits me currently.
Excellent. This is all I want.
As it
in
should
life.
be.
So
What is best?
Still alive. Just keep the vampires away from Mark. That's
Hey.
the important part.
Hey,
Make him take a volcano.
there haven't been any
for
other
it.
freaking castles. You took the last one I could have gotten. I gave you that. I gave you that crystal.
I know.
This is
There's
like
another
here's
one.
all the vamps.
Oh, that's right.
Vamps.
Yeah.
That's I don't know if that's what you mean.
Indeed. As it should be.
Don't think that you're getting away with something or that you're screwing me over, because joke's on you. I'm still taking that volcano.
Just want to get rid of some stuff.
Got nothing to get rid of if I play in the right place. Ha ha ha. Show your tile.
The other one's not out there.
What?
If you play if you play it there, you're gonna. Oh, because you get.
What are my options, guys? Yeah, so I place this here.
Blows up.
Kills nothing. Because there's no.
Oh, I see. It kills people, not tiles.
Yes,
Okay, I thought it
that
killed
is-
tiles.
No.
Oh, then I guess actually it makes sense to take the. No, it doesn't.
You got to
It's
adjust it
terrible.
first.
Yeah, I know. I don't like my.
Revelations. We're doing that right now. We're doing a revelation study in church. And the word for revelation in Greek is the root for apocalypse. Apocalypto, I guess it is.
Isn't that a Mel Brooks? Not Mel Brooks.
That's yeah, something like that.
Mel Gibson directed movie about.
So yeah, apocalypse, which literally just
Did you
means
just go?
a revealing.
No, I haven't.
Hence the reason we get the name Revelations for the book is because it's the apocalyptic writing, the revelatory.
I don't
writing.
like any of these choices.
It reveals something that was not seen.
Nice.
His example was just imagine every night when you get undressed for bed, that's an apocalypse. And I'm like, you're darn right it is. Stop
I just don't wanna
taking
put-
my castles. Say, Glenn, I'm never giving you that stupid crystal, the volcano crystal again.
The volcano crystal.
Never again.
Never.
Wow.
I guess we'll take this. Oh, dumb. I keep forgetting what my guy actually does.
I wasn't going to say anything. That's the beauty. Is mine is simple. I don't have to think about mine at all.
I'm going to use my portal to move him over there. And I'll take one of these two.
You get to keep the portals, right? They just
Yes.
flip over.
You just
Yeah.
turn them face down. You hold on to them. I think they're
Okay.
included in scoring. I don't remember for sure.
Well, interesting.
Let's see. And I want to put this here. And I'll put that over there.
Bands are 2, 5, and 7.
So 2 monsters is a band. Alright, that changes
Two
my
is banned.
that changes my brain a little.
3 is also a brand. So is 4. 2, 3, and 4 are all bands.
Nice. So I have 2 bands. Then.
You do. Those are 2 points each. In addition to the value of the monster itself, it's on its own type, which those are not.
They're not. No.
Yeah, because somebody takes castles willy-nilly without any regard for other people who are collecting castles.
Oh, interesting. You can't use
Is it my turn?
portals on unused monsters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I guess I didn't
Well, I
consider
guess
that
it
to
is
be an
my
option.
turn.
Is it?
Yeah, because I got 5 spots, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys.
We were just discussing how rude you were.
I am. I don't
This
like
is a
these.
pretty quick play.
I don't like this at all.
Yeah, definitely didn't need to do the 3, 4. 4, 4 is fine.
Yeah.
We did it in an hour. In fact, I'm already thinking it's like, okay, what are we playing next?
Right?
Because we're gonna have time.
We can do a 3-4 after this and still finish
We
up by
could.
4:30.
We could, or we might be able to have some more shenanigans. I could pull out Smoke and Mirrors, which is a real quick bluffing game.
Not familiar with that.
It's a quick one. It's a wallet game by Button Shy.
When a token gets killed, where does it go? Back to the bag or
Yes.
just out of game?
In the bag or out of
I
game?
believe
That's a
it's
good
in the
question.
bag. It should say over there.
What does the volcano do
Um,
with the actual token it kills?
Oh yeah, to the bag.
So it could get
Yeah.
drawn again, or get in the way of my vampires.
So if I take it, it's worth a point. But I'm losing.
Man, I'll tell you, that's
I'm
one
losing
thing.
a band.
That's one thing playing roguelikes has really taught me is how to manage the scope of what could happen. Right? Balatro, obviously, the poker roguelike gives you the opportunity to remove cards out of your deck, so you want to be able to draw the ones that you get. I'm playing a roguelike tower defense on my phone right now. And
Okay.
one of the things it does is it gives you choose 6 towers out of all the ones you have available to play. It's called Raid Rush. And but there's the opportunity after you play the tower, like when it comes up in your list, you get 3 things. And it can be any of your towers, or it could also be additional paths, or the expansion of your available field to play things on. Once you play the tower, it adds to your draw pool the upgrade option for that tower. So the more different towers you play, the more potential chances are an upgrade card will come up. So unless you fully upgrade it and then they won't come up anymore, they get in the way of you actually drawing new towers. So that's been kind of an interesting lesson in exploring, variable. Did you just take that castle?
Yeah.
Where'd that castle come from? When did it even get out there? I didn't even see
I
it.
just put it.
Basically, he flipped it and I took it.
He's been holding it.
Why are you like this?
I'm pretty sure this is not a cooperative game.
No, but it's definitely rude.
That's for any creature in there. Is that specifically your
No, it
vampire?
has to be a vampire.
Vampire. Okay.
One of the interesting ones is the tower. The tower lets you put multiple monsters in it, but only the top one counts as far as bands.
Oh, you stack.
But it scores bonuses for how many monsters are in it, which creates a little Jenga-like puzzle that you're trying to figure out. How do I get the right monster on top, but score it as high as I can get it?
I'm gonna reveal that I am Belladonna. I'm going to.
I knew you were that weird, sexy vampire.
I was. I'm going to remove a token from your map. Is that
Your map,
map?
so out there.
Yeah. So I've removed this token from out here. I don't know where it goes. And then I'm gonna draw 3 bags, choose 1, and return the remaining to the bag.
Oh, so this one, but this one goes back to the bag also, I
I
think?
don't know, it just says remove it from the map, so I don't know.
Well, you're putting another one back where it was?
I assume so, yeah. Maybe, or I'm into my lair, depending upon.
Can I read it?
Yeah, so at this point, we can all see that. We can also see what your
Score
bonus-
+2 for each token in your lair at the end of the game. So +2 for each token here. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is giving you a bonus by
You're
putting it in
put
your
it in
lair.
your lair, okay, and then
So
this.
then draw 3 random tokens from the bag and choose 1 to place on your map or lair.
Lair. Oh, so I
Return
could-
remaining tokens to the bag.
So I could just take one of these and just dump it back in the lair then?
Yep.
Alright,
Yep.
okay, here we go.
Because it says
And then I
token,
still have
that's
to-
where your portal's
yeah.
gonna be of value even if it is used.
And then I can grab this.
Yeah, it does say token.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab this bad boy here and then place
I
that.
wanted that one.
It's how he whirls, even when you're nice to him. So
I
don't bother being nice,
What is it in the castle?
because he won't repay you. God, would you stop?
There's a dungeon you've been wanting.
Ooh, I've been wanting a dungeon.
Open like fairies.
Unfortunately, I put something right there though, which is not.
That is suboptimal.
It's
All
a-
of your spaces now are bad for dungeons.
They are, yeah.
Well, I mean, they could be better for dungeons. Oh yeah, no, actually.
No,
yeah.
they're bad.
They're
Well,
not- they could be
this
worse.
one's worse.
Yeah.
Those are bad.
Yeah,
That's worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
How do these guys work?
Why did you take the castle?
Maybe he's got
Yes.
something secret.
You don't
He's
want
got
the
super
castle.
secret.
I do want the castle.
You did not.
I literally did.
Maybe it was the guy that came with the castle.
No, he put it was a forest guy. He put it on the castle.
Well, if it's a pair of, he's got 3 forest guys. He's got a band of forest guys.
That's why you took it.
Maybe
Sick of your lies.
band of 3 forest guys.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's multiple reasons.
He wants bands. His boss likes bands.
Well, and if he gets another one, he can.
His boss
use
is getting the band back.
You can
together.
put the portal and get that vampire over in that castle.
Yeah, he's not about the portals.
He's thinking ahead.
It's bad.
He
It's all
was
bad.
making decisions like that. He's
It's
thinking
all
ahead.
bad.
Who I think is winning?
Chocolate winning. I fell into the crystal to volcano ratio thing, but
We gave you that.
I know.
We
Well,
gave you.
but it wasn't an intention on my
I gave you that. I could have taken it.
You could. Did you? What would you want it? Just.
I would have done it
torture?
to spite you,
So much spite.
which clearly should have been my objective from the very beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Spite everyone. Play this game for spite. Wow. Now there's 2 dungeons I don't want. I mean, it's worth 4 points, I suppose. I could play it here.
I want the dungeon. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's time to take.
And not give.
My cloud's not worth much points now.
Oh, my clouds are worth. No, they're worth 2. These are awful.
This is the one. Oh, he's gonna do it. Oh, he's not gonna
Is
do
it worth it? Is this worth it? If I take that, I've got exactly 1 forest on here. 1 point for my forest. Well, okay, let's start. We'll do this. I'll go ahead and play the dungeon here.
I hate you with a burning passion.
Good.
Of
This is
all the
all
dungeons you
I
could've-
want. Of all the dungeons in all in all the world, you had to take this one.
You could have taken the other dungeon.
I could have. again. Oh, you can only use one per turn.
Out of portals.
So 2 turns.
Oh, but there's another castle.
I don't want
Yeah.
a castle.
You
The
gotta
princess
take.
is in another castle. He's only got 2 portals. He needs to use them now.
That's not a
That
prince.
is the point.
He's a princess.
That's not a princess.
Our princess is in another castle. Oh, you don't have to swap. You can just move.
Yeah, you can just
That's
move
what
on
it
your-
is.
Swap with it. Yeah, there's no.
Swap with nothing.
You may
Yeah.
use a portal to reposition up to 2 monsters.
or mini bosses on your map.
Between 2 tiles, basically. Is what you're doing.
But none of these are great.
Nice.
All the clouds.
If you're gonna go clouds, go clouds.
You could actually move a second token. When it says move up to 2, it literally means
You don't have to swap them. But
Oh,
if you're
you
moving,
swapping.
back
If you're
over,
swapping,
yeah.
you're moving 2.
Nice.
If you're just moving to an empty spot, you could still move a
That's-
second one because you're moving 2.
That's a baller move.
wait, did you put one on a dungeon?
No.
He's got a boss on a dungeon.
Yeah,
A mini boss on a dungeon right there.
that's not allowed.
Oh, you have to move that guy.
He would have been on one of these other ones, so let's just say
Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we can just do the swap. Swappity swap.
Shenanigans.
What? I guess that doesn't suck too much.
I need another portal.
He does. He needs another portal. Oh. No!
Hell yeah.
No!
Give it to me. I deserve it because nobody else is going to hit a whole damn game.
Wait, do it!
You want
Quick,
that?
do it!
You should totally do it.
Come at me, bro.
I will.
You'll remember for this day
Good.
forward.
Nobody liked that decision. All right, first I lose my portal. Let's swap these 2 in here. And then I will take these.
Are the ones in this fridge here?
Yeah.
Where do you put my second one?
I rinse them out. So you want to just put them by the same thing you did earlier.
Okay, thanks.
Uh-huh. Oh, we're getting raided. Off-cost games, thank you for the raid.
Well done.
Howdy.
Appreciate it. Sorry I don't have any sound effects going on over here, but usually they're in my ear.
And that's because it's when he's not on his pills.
We're a little spicy today. I mean, it's not bad, but we're definitely razzing on each other quite a bit here. Glad to have you. Thank you very much. Glad to see all of you. Thank you for the follow-up costs. Appreciate it. Appreciate you taking the opportunity.
Ooh.
Think I didn't see what's going on in that name.
Reposition these.
Dang, he's just all about the repositioning.
He's all about after science over there.
He's doing what he must because he can.
Yes, with portals. Thinking with portals. Hope you guys like Boss Monster. We got playing Overboss today.
Just in time for the scoring.
I was gonna say right, it's last turn, and then we'll move on to see who did the worst here. You took another cloud. Whatever. I don't want to hear it, Mister. I've gotten so many combo minions over there. This is definitely a kind of a hose 'em kind of game.
Very passive aggressive.
I prefer my games more aggressive.
Huh.
So that being
I chose correctly though. My other guy was like, you get points if you have tiles that don't have things on them, and it's like the fewer that have nothing on them, the more points you get, and I would have gotten 0. So that was wise.
Was it brother once.
No, mine was Zyzax.
Gygax spelled backwards.
With an X. No, it's Zyzax. Z-Y, X-Y-Z-A-X or something like that.
This is your chance to force him to take a tile. He doesn't want.
Do this.
Oh.
Do
Here's
this.
here's a.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I want a second.
Flip
one.
it before he flips his.
I don't know if it works that way.
What's the timing on?
It's the start of my turn. Are you going to use your ability or are you going to wait
tap-
to screw Glenn?
Tap
It's
his.
the start of the opponent's turn. now.
Right.
Tap it.
I mean, I don't. Go ahead.
When drafting this turn's tile and token set, I can take any tile and any token from the market.
Oh gosh, he's gonna mail. Oh, he's gonna massacre me.
I look forward to seeing your consternation, Glenn.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
I-
much for banding.
One other thing I wanted to do is flip that to move that.
He scared him away.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Scared who away?
He basically killed us, scared him, and then go somewhere else.
That's all the tokens.
Oh, so it was an exact amount.
Are
So
you-
you do get to see all the tokens.
Are you making my life miserable?
I was lied to. Jim.
Sure.
I don't know about.
What would you like?
No.
I want to know what he
Huh.
likes.
Well,
You can't know. You have to choose.
yeah.
You have to read his mind.
It doesn't say read his mind.
Obviously, the volcano is the correct choice.
No, I'm not gonna do that to him.
Wow, he'll hose everybody else.
Obviously, I wasn't. I would have hosed you if I would have hosed anybody.
This is true. But you've been hosing me all game. Well, no, he's been hosing me more.
But you just get to choose the tile. I get to choose where to place it.
Yes. Yes. This is correct.
Let's see.
Do you get bonuses for placing like-minded monsters on their locations?
Yeah, they're worth a point if you do.
Okay.
Like-minded monster. That's an interesting way of putting it, I guess, yes.
Yeah, forcing him to take a volcano would knock off 3 of his.
Oh, bam.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
It's a
you
gift.
are so nice.
A gift.
thank you.
Jeez.
It may not be perfectly ideal, but actually, I think it was good.
If he wins by 1 point, you'll regret that decision. Or 2. I don't know. What'd you get with it?
Is there? I can't put anything here.
Oh, you got one of these with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't. I mean, I have a portal I could use, but I don't think that there's any movies that make sense with it.
The portal does not. You said
Okay.
portal does not affect monsters in lairs, so you can't pull. Or no, you said that, right? Portals
What?
can't be used to pull
Yeah.
monsters out of
Yeah,
lairs.
you can't pull them out of the layers.
Interesting. So what's there in the lair unless you got a tile placement? They're stuck.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I do believe there's a tile
I
that
think
can.
we're on to
do that,
scoring.
though.
Use that. All right. I need a pencil.
Where's the abacus?
Kid. He's got a little score pad here. I got pencils.
It's not as fun.
What, you want an app?
Why don't you go do it?
Why am I the one that does the math?
I could do the math.
No, you cannot do the math. I know all about you and your math, Mr. Computer Programmer.
Math.
My computer does the math.
My computer does do the math for me.
All right. Terrain 1 is forest. We'll start with forests.
Forest.
Player 1 is Derek. Player 2 is Jim. Player 3 is Mark. And player 4 is Last.
Exactly.
Okay, so forest, Derek. How many forests do you have?
So
Okay,
3 points.
3
3
points.
points. Jim. All the
Uh,
points. 15. I see 6. So
Yes.
15. Max that one. Mark. 1. Right?
3 points.
3 points. Okay. Terrain 2 is cloud. Derek has a ridiculous number of clouds, but what are they worth?
10.
They're worth 2 each. 10. Still good. 10. Jim?
So I got 3 that are worth 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2.
3.
No, you didn't count forest yet.
I did. Didn't I?
No. 7,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5,
4, 3, 2. So
Okay.
6 points.
6 points.
I have 2 clouds that I'm certain are worth 2 points each, so 4 for me. Glenn? Cloudy days?
I think it's 2 points.
Just 2?
Yeah.
A total of 2?
A total of 2.
Merely 2.
Merely 2.
Yes. Okay, terrain 3 is swamp.
Oh.
Swamp.
Derek.
6.
Seems right. Yeah, 6. Okay, Jim.
Alright, so
8.
3, 6, 7, 8.
Me. I got all sorts of swamps. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14.
How'd you do that?
3, 6, 9, 12, 14.
I think you're right, yeah.
Because he's by a swamp.
Yeah.
So 14. See, I wanted the crystal. Glenn, Derek, or you guy, master hat wearer. Okay, Glenn, swamps.
So this would be worth 2, correct?
Yes.
And this one would be worth 2. So 4.
You're not scoring very high yet. No, but your volcanoes are coming. Okay, terrain 4. Speaking of volcano, here's where Glenn comes out.
They're,
All right.
they're not worth anything, right?
12. They're 4 each.
There was
Oh, they're
4
4
each,
each.
dude.
Holy cow, okay.
Yeah, plus your crystal. Okay, so
the danger in
12.
volcanoes is the placement of them.
Yeah.
They just give you 4 points for placing them.
Jim,
I got 1. 4.
4 for me. Glenn, 20.
20 points.
Yeah. Okay, terrain 5, castle. Castles are worth 2 points plus 2 if they have a vampire in them. Derek.
6.
6. 2 castles. Okay, Jim.
Got 1, so 4.
4. Mark. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20.
Wow.
My time to shine. You guys tried to steal all the castles from me, guys.
I got 8.
8. Okay. Dungeons are worth a variable number of points. Derek?
So 1 for each different?
Yes.
So
1,
6.
1 plus 1 for each different.
4,
Oh, so
7.
7, 8.
8?
8.
Oh, because it counts itself. 1
Yeah.
plus 1, so 5 and 3 is 8. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Jim? 3.
8.
3 and 5. 8. Okay. Let's see here. I have 2 dungeons. This one's worth 1,
Word
2, 3,
differently on
4. This
Was
one's
it?
worth 1,
Did
2,
they
3,
word
4,
the,
5.
Dungeons differently
So
on
9.
in the book?
No, it's
And
8.
Haha, I edged you out in
so
dungeons.
all 4 sides are bordered by different types of terrain tile, and then the maximum value of 5 points.
I did it.
It's pretty much the same,
I
yeah.
got 5 on my line. Okay, tile scores. Okay, so we got a little Yahtzee subsection scoring here. So, Derek, 3, 13, 19, 20, 31, 37, 45.
The subtotal coming out here.
Jim, 15, 21, 29, 33, 37, 45. Jim and Derek are tied currently. Mark, 1, 5, 19, 23, 43, 52.
Wow.
Glenn, 3, 5, 9, 29, 37, 45. You guys all scored 45. I scored 52. Mini bosses. Derek, 2 points for each.
2.
Jim?
2.
Mark? I think I got 2. So I got 4 total. 4. Glenn? 4. Crystals. Derek doesn't have any crystals.
Nope.
Jim?
Alright, so
I scored so much more on that stupid swamp crystal than you did.
let's start with the swamp crystal. So
I will kill you.
3 for that one.
Yes. 6 for your
the
forest
forest
crystal, right?
crystal, however, should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So
yeah.
9 total. Okay.
So,
I have the castle crystal and I got 5. But yes, that swamp crystal I would have gotten 5 out of that also. Glenn?
6.
6? For the volcano. Oh, plus the 1.
Plus the 1,
Yep,
5.
yep, 6. Got it. Okay. Matching monsters. Derek. 1 point for each.
Matching monster?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's on its territory that it likes.
Oh, okay.
8.
8. Jim?
oh, I think 4. Give me a second. 1,
It's 1 point apiece.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
5. Okay. Mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What?
I think
jeez.
Oh,
Let's see.
jeez.
So
Bandit 2 is.
Two.
Oh, sorry. I'll let him.
2 is 2.
2 is 2.
3 is 5, 4 is 7.
9, 14, 16, 16.
Jeez. 16. Jim.
So I hate counting bands, so I very intentionally did not make a single band.
I don't know if that's a winning strategy, but I like your approach.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you're a jerk. Whatever.
We'll get to that.
All right. Yeah. Give us a minute. All right. I've got 7 for this band and 2 for this band, so 9 total. Glenn.
Alright, so I think what do I have? 12.
Yeah. So
This- yeah.
What?
12.
12.
So 5.
It was actually not easy to do.
All
I
right,
I
token
actually had to like
score.
really think about this. How could I score placements, but
Jim.
not score bands?
16. Mark.
Because like you can see here, there's a couple placements that I couldn't score because there wasn't a place I could put them that wouldn't generate a band.
27. Glenn beat us all on the token score, although by 1 point for Derek and I. All right, boss scores. Derek,
6.
why? I want to know.
Yeah,
You want my thesis?
Yeah, I want to know what you're thinking.
How many pages do you need of this thesis?
You have to defend this doctoral.
I only got points for the number of exact pairs, which was terrible for this
Of
one.
tiles,
Yeah. The other one was even worse.
exact pair. Oh, so no more
Yeah.
or less.
That's why I cursed
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
middle of the game because I
Gotcha.
put a third one on it.
Okay, so 6.
Stupid brother wise.
Okay,
Owes me again.
Jim, let's hear it.
If you have no bands of monster tokens at the end of the game, score for a 4x4 board 21 points.
21. My boss, I score +1 for each type of monster and mini boss on my map. Each mini boss is a unique type. So I have all 5 types of monsters, which is 5 points, +2 for the mini bosses is 7.
Nice.
Go ahead.
2 points for every token not on the map, so I got 10.
10. I'm a weak boss. But my boss was easy to play, so I mean, that makes sense. All right, final totals. So, Derek, 45, 71, 77. Jim, 45, 61, 82.
Hmm.
Mark, 52,
I'm happy with that. Winner is-
78, 85.
Ooh.
Glenn, 45, 72, 82.
It is a close game.
Woo! Game winner, Mark at 85. Jim and Glenn tie for second at 82, and Derek finishes at 77.
Brother wise strikes again.
But not bad. Not bad at all. Those are very close
Yeah.
scores. I mean, within what, 8 points
Yeah, very, very close.
from first to last. So
And all very different strategies, which that's a sign of a good game right
for
there.
sure, yeah, it's got a lot of variety, and yeah, it's excellent. I really do like it. Very enjoyable game. Very simple mechanics. Great art. Great presentation. They all do really good with that. I'm curious to see.
We'll add command cards in next time, which will add a little more variety.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do when Super Boss Monster comes out. Like, because obviously Super Boss Monster is in
Right.
theory like the 16-bit version, right, or whatever, or the next generation. So like,
That
what
one
are
I
they
think I
going to do?
did back.
What are they going to do with the artwork with that? But still be compatible with Boss Monster. It's still supposed to be backwards compatible, so that'll be interesting to see. So we have a little bit of time left, so we're going to do a quick cleanup here, and I'm going to pull out Smoke and Mirrors. We're just going to play a real quick, round of that. Well, I mean, it's either that or you have to play Handsome with Me, which is a spelling game, which Glenn just absolutely loves.
You.
Yeah. Well, it's a word game. It's a word game, to be fair,
There's only a couple word games I play.
and that is one of them.
I don't know.
You played it.
Have I?
Yeah. It's where you have letter cards in your hand,
Mm.
and on each round, each of us contributes a letter to the center, and we use those plus
Plus what's in your hand.
what's in your
yeah.
hand, and you have to make a word that is both unique,
Okay, so
And,
we want to make sure each
has the most letters.
pile
Gotcha.
has
Versus everyone else to
all
actually
of its
score it.
So what was the other game we
and-
were actually going to play?
Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors is
Smoke
one
and
game.
Mirrors
Yeah,
goes
Oh,
with
okay.
that.
yeah, that's a fun one. We'll get that out. All right. Give
I
us a
mean,
few minutes.
I'll play it, but yeah, no, it's definitely a game where I'd be also playing.
Right? No. What? The spelling?
The spelling.
Handsome? No,
Yeah.
that's fine. All right, kids. We'll be right back. we're going to play a game called Smoke and Mirrors, and this is just a card game, but it's a bluffing game. So, we have these cards, okay? And I think we each, how does it go? So, separate the cards so you have one pile for each type of cards. Stars, swirls, skulls. And in this case, these are the expansion cards here. Okay, so we have these.
Are we including
I
expansion?
thought there were too many cards in that deck.
We can't.
For a button shy day.
For a button shy game, right? Exactly. It's 18 cards, right?
Yep.
That is the interesting thing about button shy. It's
Or
always
pulling
18 cards.
Mountains? Our mountains, our M's are in there?
No. The exclamation points.
Oh, exclamation points. Okay.
So it says, shuffle each pile separately and deal one card of each type to each player. Each player now has a hand of 3 cards. One card of each type. Set aside one card. So, notice the skulls are an M and 5s. The stars are an M and 1s. The spirals are an M and 1 through 5. So each round, we're going to have 3 of these. You don't know which ones. Okay, nobody knows which ones. The idea is here that play begins. The first round plays with just whoever the starting player is. The starting player is going to place a card from their hand face down the table and claim that the card has a value of 1. Okay?
Regardless of what it is.
It's the whole point. It's the whole point, right? It's a magic act. Okay? So each player in turn will then play passes to the left. The following 2 steps are taken in order. You may challenge the previous magician's act. If you feel that the previous magician was bluffing, you may challenge their act. That player must reveal the cards that they played to only you. So whoever's challenging gets to see the card. If the total value, to be clear, you can play 1 or more cards, okay, on your turn. But for the first play of the first turn, usually it's just 1 card because you don't need more than 1 card to play at 1. Okay. If the total value matches their claim, so if you challenge and they show that what they played was what the value was, you're eliminated from the round. You're out. So if you challenge them successfully, you're out. Okay. Excuse me. If the total value does not match the claim, they're eliminated. As a reward for you for guessing correctly that they were wrong or they were bluffing, you get to take 1 card from their hand and swap it with a card from your own hand. Okay? So as the round gets later, it's valuable to be able to identify whether someone could possibly be bluffing or not, and then allow you to swap the value of your hand to keep your other opponents guessing. Okay? And remember that it's in any number of cards. So, like, obviously 1 through 5 is represented by single cards here, but as we get higher, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're going to have to start playing multiple cards to either achieve and or bluff the value. Okay? The eliminated player's remaining cards are removed from the game and not revealed. So if somebody gets eliminated, you don't get to know what their cards are, and you don't get to know what card got swapped out by your opponent. Okay, the second task you can do after choosing to challenge or not, you must either perform your act or take a break. If you perform your act first, you pick up the face down cards from your previous act, if you have any, and then play 1 or more cards face down and announce that the cards have a combined value of 1 greater than the magic trick played by the previous player. So we will be incrementing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on in player order. So when it comes to you, whatever value your opponent played before you, you're playing 1 greater. Okay. Note, remember that you can bluff as the cards are face down. You can also break. Once per round, you may skip your act and take a break. This does not affect the number the next player needs to claim for their act. So for example, if Jim, you played 3, I take a break, Glenn is still playing 4.
Okay.
not 5. Okay?
How much is M worth?
M is a mirror card. So, well, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. The round ends when only one player remains. That player has won the round. Shuffle and distribute cards according to setup again. As soon as one player has won 4 rounds, that player is declared the greatest magician of all. Okay? The mirror is a mystery card that has no value on its own, but when mixed with other magic tricks, it can be quite helpful. Mirrors can copy any other non-mirror cards played. If you play 3 cards and one is a mirror, the mirror card can copy either of the other cards or both. If you play 2 mirror cards along with a third card, the resulting total is triple the non-mirror card value. If you play only mirrors, the total value is 0. Okay? So if you play a mirror with a 1, it's a hand of 2. If you play a mirror with a 2, it's a hand of 4. If you play a 1 and a 2 with a mirror, it can be a 4 if it mirrors the 1, or a 5 if it mirrors the 2. So it can mirror either, not both. So that's a little misleading. It can mirror either of the other 2 if you play in a 3-card hand.
So it's basically a wild that represents a card that's in the hand.
Correct.
Okay.
Which is why 3 mirrors equals 0. Because they can't mirror anything. There's nothing to mirror.
Gotcha.
Except each other. Okay? So yeah, basically the stars are all 1s. And so the deduction cards add 5 negative 1s with another mirror.
Okay.
So it changes the variability a little bit, but we've left those out. Okay? We'll just play the basics here. Very easy. Who goes first? We know Glenn goes first.
I've played a lot of this.
The knuckle! The power knuckle. Didn't work last time, did it? Ah, I have it. Alright, so it's me.
I'll never give you all my fingerprints, I'm telling you now.
Right? You know I'm collecting them. I mean,
I think your fingerprints will constrict your entire hand.
Derek, I'm a completionist. Well, that's interesting. They're marked. So you do know the type of card your opponents have, but you don't know the value.
Interesting.
So the
stars are the ones.
the stars are 1s with a mirror.
Right.
The swirls are all 5 with a mirror, and the skulls are 5s with a mirror. So that's an interesting. Oh, that's right. That's right. You shuffle them all separately, and deal 1 to each player. Right? Is that what it said?
I believe
So you're gonna have
I'll
one of
start
each.
out with one of
You're
each.
gonna have one of each. The variability is here. Right, because we're each gonna get 1. Here. Shuffle it back.
You're just getting even for the last game.
Right? I didn't make you shuffle them all. So yeah, you can play this game up to 6 players technically, although with 6 all the cards are played. It says 2 to 5, and then there's always that one card that's removed.
Because of the buff mechanic, that still works. So, we're dealing one of these to each person.
Yep. And you should have 2 extras that just get set aside for the time being.
I'm keeping mine over here.
Sure. Whatever.
We
man.
tried it twice.
Alright, so then I have to start with a 1.
You have to.
Yes, it always starts at 1.
Well, but you could put something else down, and then I could say that.
I absolutely could. You are correct. Especially if I don't have a 1. So like if I didn't play this and say 1, if I played something else and said 1, maybe it's like, oh, but is it? Am I trying to trap you?
Yeah.
1.
So at this point, we can choose to.
You can choose to challenge me, or you can just not bother and just play your next one. You have to play a 2. And you play at least 1 card, but you can play any number of cards and say 2.
And it's possible the one might not be the one because it could be the mirror.
Could be the mirror.
I see. Okay. Play that one. I say 2.
So I have to play 3.
You do.
Okay.
But he might not be 2.
And the
might
scrolls
not
are
be
one of
one.
each number. And
But
a
he
half.
can't challenge me.
Oh.
He can only
know.
challenge you.
Oh man, this game sucks.
Yes, you can only challenge the previous players.
Okay.
And so
Well, it's not fair because I know Derek's always lying.
I only lie when I have cards.
it has to be equal to that.
Yes. But you could bluff it, of course, if
Sure.
you don't have it.
Okay.
And I could be bluffing.
The real trick is bluffing the right card. It's kind of like when you want to look at the back here. It's like, which
Equal
one's
to
supposed
or
to be
greater?
right? If I say this is a 3, That's probably no, because these are the 5s.
Yeah, I already forgot which ones are which.
Right? Here. There we go. We'll put this out there. And let's change this to look down. We can kind of see what's going on here, if they can see the patterns. A little hard to see because we've got sunlight coming in, so. Well, why don't you just stand in front of that door and
Wouldn't you just need a black light?
And I can play
Bring
any
the light.
number.
a black light, is that it? You can play any card out of your hand, but when you play it, you're saying it's a 3, or any combination of cards. You're saying that the value of the cards is 3.
So you want one more than the guy before you.
Yes, it has to
So
be.
because you played a 1, he played a 2.
Now Derek is responsible for playing a 3.
Or you can call
or
it
you can
bluff.
break. You can actually say, I'm not going to play this turn, but you only get to do that once per round.
I'm gonna break.
Okay, so now you have to play 3.
Well, that's not fair.
How many cards can you play?
Up to 3.
And the mirrors only work if they're with another card, right?
Correct. A non-mirror card.
I could totally put one down and bluff with it, right?
Yes.
It'd be encouraged.
Okay, 3.
I challenge you. So now you show me your card.
Mm-hmm.
Only me.
Okay.
Okay. So I win the challenge, and now I get to look at your hand and swap one of my cards with one of your cards.
It's very
Wow.
I don't like
I
that.
don't know what he was doing. It's very mean. Very mean.
I will swap these cards, and your cards are eliminated. Okay.
So I'm out at this point?
You're out.
Okay.
Correct. And now it's my responsibility. So this card was down.
Was
Now
it?
it's,
Or
it was. But it's the only one I have in my hand is the star type.
Okay.
So it's 7.
All right.
So
You didn't cheat this time.
I'm being very upfront. All right, all magic is honest and upfront.
Hey, magic is about distraction.
Okay, so now, so I challenged him. Now I'm responsible for playing the 4. So now I take this, and now I play again, and I'm going to say 4.
Play it or pass.
Always have to play, but you pass once per round. So now I'm going to say 4. Now you have the opportunity. You can challenge if you want. If not, then you pick your card up, and then you're responsible for playing 5.
Or more.
No, it's well, whatever you want, but the value is set to 5.
I see.
It's always an increment of 1 as we proceed. Not challenging.
Not challenging. I'll play 5.
So I'm 6, right?
You are 6. That is correct.
So 6.
I like that play. I will break. So now you have to play 7.
I have to play 7.
Yes. Well, you can challenge. I think technically. So I didn't challenge you. So I'm breaking. I didn't challenge. I break. And now because I haven't played, you don't have a challenge option. You just have to play 7 now.
Gotcha. But I can pick the card up.
You always pick the cards up
And then-
from your previous play.
And then I play 7. Okay.
So you're playing 7?
Yes, that is a 7. Most assuredly. And when you break, how many breaks do you get?
1 per round.
Okay. And that's different than a pass?
I will
That's the
challenge.
pass.
That's
That's
the pass.
I will challenge.
He is
Challenge?
challenging your 7. So you reveal to him. And the result was?
Yeah.
No, hang on. So you challenged him. What was the outcome?
He wins.
He succeeds at the outcome, or at the challenge. So he was correct. That is 7. So that means that you're just out.
He doesn't get one of my cards.
I don't think so. It's only when you successfully challenge, but let me verify that.
Sorry.
Oh,
If the total
I
value
was-
matches the
I
claim,
was
you are
the other way.
eliminated. Yeah, he does not get a card out of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you played 7.
Maybe.
He challenged, and now I'm responsible for 8.
And you're doing everything with the same 3 cards. Interesting.
Yep,
Except for he got to swap one out because of you
8.
to his successful challenge. 8?
This makes it sound like everybody can break. Is that possible?
Once per round.
So
Everybody
if I-
gets 1 break.
If I
Right,
break
but what if everybody in the same
at this
round
point,
breaks?
Then it just comes right back around to the
so
same person again.
if I break at this point, does that force you to go to 9?
Yes.
That's a tough one.
Oh, I see. So you basically, if everybody else broke, then you now have to do the new higher number.
Correct.
And
It basically
and then
just
there-
skipped the whole round and brought you right back to where you had to play from the last time when you decided to break.
But then they can do it again.
No, once per round.
I'd say
This is a round.
That is
break
round.
it could
No,
win,
not- that's
or
a- that's a-
if I
that's a
challenge,
turn.
I could win.
And 1 round is
I'm
one
not good at this
full
sort of game.
elimination.
Okay. Okay.
Fortunately, he knows at least half your cards.
Yes, he does. So he knows where I'm sitting at.
That makes sense.
I can't even remember the value. Can I see that one again? He knows all my cards. I'm gonna challenge. I was gonna say.
What number were we on?
You were successful.
Was I?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't even do.
I can't. I can only get 7.
Oh, and you were at
only-
8.
only
Okay.
one. I said 8.
I was gonna say because I'm looking at it like if he knows that 7 and he knows that this, well, I guess this could have been a mirror. Is there a mirror on one?
There's a mirror on
A mirror
everyone.
on everyone.
Everyone has a
Oh,
mirror.
so
Yeah.
there was a chance he didn't know what I had, but yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But because he said 7 and
Yeah.
you were correct,
Correct.
I knew exactly which
Maybe.
cards you had.
Yeah.
I didn't swap with him, but I knew he didn't have the 3 because I had the 3, which is unfortunate for Jim.
Right.
Jim just had no idea to know where I was in
And
that
then he got a
part.
mirror from me.
I took his mirror instead of swapping the 3 for the 4. I thought that'd be too obvious.
Yeah.
So I decided, okay, no, I'll wait. But technically, nobody would know what you had except me, so it could have been better for me to take the 4, I suppose. All right. So that was 1 round won by me. They say the first player to 4 rounds.
Did one
wins the
round
game.
won by you?
Or by you. Sorry.
Alright,
By
like,
Sorry.
that was the mirrors part. The smooth
That's
part.
right.
That
That's,
was
that's,
the
that's
smooth
right.
part of the
That's
smoking mirrors.
right. That's right.
Uh,
Sorry. So Glenn now has one round 1. So we can flip the cards over, regroup them, shuffle them, and deal them. And since Glenn won, he will start the round. And since Jim's the first one out, he does not shuffle. No, I'm just saying that you weren't here.
I think it's fair. Ready to start?
You have to start at 1.
I've started at 1.
Yes, you have.
Or it could be 0, I guess.
It could be 0.
Could be indeed.
Could be. I'd challenge me.
Alright, 2.
That is a bold statement.
Now his challenge.
It's a great way to set it up, though. That's end game thinking right there.
Oh,
This is-
early for endgame, isn't it?
Oh no, that he's setting up for like the 3rd time around with that play. Does he have a mirror? Does he not?
3, huh?
Yes.
I'm gonna break. Let you figure this one out.
I'm gonna break.
I didn't want to touch that one.
3 to you, Glenn. Yeah, you just break and break, and then he has to do it again anyway. But there might be advantage to you doing it then.
No. Or just ignore him and assume that I could go to 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or to 3.
Doesn't want to challenge. Just picks the cards up and goes.
Nah.
So you're at 4.
4.
Five.
Six.
Oh, Glenn, I know what you should do, but I don't know if you know how to do it.
I break.
So what was the last one?
You're at 7.
I'm at 7 now?
Yep.
I'll pass. Or break.
It's a good play.
So,
You're at 7.
oh, we're at 7 still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because 7 hasn't been played yet.
Okay. 7.
I have to challenge.
Very rude. You do that?
That's rough. Oh, that's a rough hand.
Terrible.
That's a rough hand.
The worst. That's why I broke the first round.
Yeah, no, with good reason.
Yeah. I couldn't even play that game.
This is tough. And yet doesn't tell me enough either. You just played 7, so I'm going to be on 8. Is that correct?
Mhm.
You are going to be on 8.
Alright, then I need to swap those. Okay. Eight.
Wally.
A challenge. Make a look at what I have, right?
Oh yeah.
And what's the next number I have to play? I have to play 9.
9.
Oh, do you actually have to play the number after you challenge?
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
still the next increment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're still doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
And
You can choose to swap or you don't have to.
I'm gonna swap. Probably. It doesn't matter what color on the back, right?
Technically no, although
I do.
it depends on if you want to preserve the
Illusion?
illusion. That's an interesting choice though.
No. All right, so I have to play
9.
9.
So Derek's at 10.
play 11.
You have to play 11, yes. I am astonished.
11.
Oh my gosh.
I'll challenge.
Did you get him? Did you get him? Can't remember. You got him! You got him!
Yep.
You know, when you said 9 here on that, I
did
think
you?
that was like an auto challenge.
I was gonna win.
I just
The
wonder
only
what
thing
he
I
had.
had
What
going
was his
for me
spiral?
was
His
Oh,
phone was
you
before.
you should have challenged him.
oh yeah, because I was going.
Because he has to be representing 5 and 4 here.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
banking on the fact that you didn't have the 4 spiral.
His hand was awful. He had double
Yeah.
mirror with a 5.
Oh.
So his
Yeah.
spiral and his star were both mirrors. I'm like,
I was doomed from the
how do
beginning.
you
I had
play
to bluff my way
that?
through.
Yeah,
hard.
absolutely. That was
And
rough.
if I
I can't
hadn't
remember what all the
hesitated
cards
when I
Well,
did
I kept
play,
up-
No,
you
when you
might have not have called
when
me.
you played it, I was in a position where it's like I have to do something because my hand was almost as bad. I was like 1-1-5,
Oh,
right? So it's like at this
You're like
point,
the
I
opposite of
can't
where I was,
can't
yeah.
guarantee even playing.
Well, that was mine was 1-5-5.
yeah,
It was like okay.
yeah,
what do I
so
do here?
narrow. And then Derek played that 2 card for what was it, the 3 or whatever, and I'm like, or was it? It was the 2. Right, it was the 2. You played the spiral and the skull, and I'm like, he's absolutely representing the mirror right now in the very beginning.
yeah. And of all the cards that you could have possibly had a mirror when you played that 5, it's like that was the only one I couldn't be certain of.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was awesome. It was I thought it was a fantastic play for future rounds.
Yeah.
So Glenn won again. He is schooling us in illusion here.
No, I'm lucking out. Is what this is really.
So Glenn is up
represents.
2-0 on the rest of us right now. Okay, so Glenn, you're starting at 1 again.
I'm gonna start at 1. She'll start at 1.
He knows how to start at 1.
Start at
I'm
1's
challenge
easy. Challenge it. Do it.
Are you serious?
It's possible.
It is possible.
It is absolutely
But
possible.
what is the
What are the
kind
chances,
of,
right? 1 in 6, and it may not even be in play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just as much as you played the skull as a mirror on the second turn, it's like, maybe?
2. I'm gonna. I forget the turn. Pass.
Break?
Break.
You're going to break on 2. Wow.
Yeah,
break
so,
on
Jim,
2.
Jim, you're 2.
Give me some information.
2.
It's fair. 3.
The odds. Call them on it. Yes.
All right. I'm out, boys.
4.
God, you were out before we even got any information out of you. Oh my gosh.
5.
6.
Challenge.
Derek is out. So now you're 7.
7, huh?
Remember the lies you told.
7.
8.
That were all my lies. It's the truth I'm not so good at. 9.
Challenge.
I probably should have called you.
Yeah, but the problem is you lost that one too.
Oh, whatever. This is the perfect combination for.
It's great
Yeah.
up to that point.
Yep.
But knowing what I knew, and you're using this as a 2, which was
Yeah.
good. I mean, you
Yeah.
were on it. I knew you couldn't get to 9 if that was true. And if
Right.
you lied on it twice, I'm the sucker. You
Right,
know? All right, so I finally got a win under my belt. So Glenn is at 2, I'm at 1. Jim and Derek need to get on the board. Who's out first? Glenn, you were out first. You shouldn't be shuffling this time.
Oh,
If that's our running,
I guess that's
our running
yeah.
rule. First one out doesn't shuffle. That's their rewards. Like, you guys set it up. All right, so I'm first to play.
You know, now we get this, maybe we ought to throw this in.
Throw the extra ones in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I prefer to keep it like an even contest for the time being than
Yeah.
throwing a variable in all of a sudden. But it's a fun game, right? I mean, it just kind of.
Some light bluffing, yeah.
Yeah, once you get into it, you don't have to learn a lot. It's not as bad as Coup, I don't feel like. Coup, I
Right.
feel like there's a little steeper learning curve as far as
I gotta
like being able to successfully deliver those bluffs.
I could bring that sometime. I've got the bigger box version I
Yeah.
do.
I have it. I mean, I have Coup resistance, I think it is. But
Yeah.
all right, ready to go? One. I almost saw your cards, just so you know.
Oh, sorry.
So these are all negative ones?
They're all negative ones except for a mirror,
See, that can create an interesting variation there.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gives you more variability on the spirals, especially.
I just cannot
Right.
remember.
Yeah.
2.
They're kind of broken on you on that last one, too. That might have.
That would have screwed him up because he
Yeah.
would have had to go up.
No,
one
you
more.
didn't you already break?
I had not.
No, he had.
No.
But the best part was I could.
Oh, you guys still had a break left.
I had a break, but I also had the flexibility. I had 135.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
it's
right.
very
I'm on three.
good variability. Yes.
Yeah, if you don't want to challenge it.
Yeah, Glenn took the break, so.
Took the break.
Excuse me.
Could that be real?
Very well could be.
I mean, he's got all sorts of possibilities over there.
They're endless.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
This can be real, too. 3.
4. Not yet.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You were out last game.
Oh, wow!
Wow.
He just assumed you were already out.
Five.
Okay. Now, if you don't wish to call him.
Call it 5 on a skull.
This is where we put the same two cards out. It says 6.
Break.
You said 6, so this is 7 to me. I'll break.
What do I have to go to?
7.
7. 7.
I hate being out of position.
Oh, I'll break.
You're
7.
breaking, so 8 to you.
Oh, 8.
Somebody's lying.
You're right there. You want to call me?
Yeah.
There you call.
Put your card back down.
Are you calling?
No! Hang on. You broke.
Yeah.
So you played 7.
Yes, I did.
You played 8.
I found 8.
You found 8. Yeah, you did. Do I just...
It's interesting. You can combine those mirrors in different patterns, too.
Yeah, but... You didn't play that.
I played exactly that.
You did not play...
Yeah, she just called
But
me.
if you were lying the first time, then you could be telling the truth now.
You
I
sound
don't...
Like, you sound like a Sicilian.
I don't have enough information. I honestly, you guys have done a good job this time. At least, well, okay, with a certain respect. Let's go.
One magic word. That's all you
Did I?
need.
Did I break? Have I broken yet?
Yes. I believe
Yes.
you
Who
did.
hasn't? Somebody
You and I
hasn't.
both did.
Did
You did. You
I
did at
did.
the very beginning, so you
Yeah.
haven't yet. No, you did. So we all have now.
Yeah. So you gotta.
That's
you
that's
have
even worse.
decisions
This
to
is
make.
That's even
probably
worse.
the furthest we've gotten, like as far as like everybody's still in the round because we've all used our break.
And I'm on 9.
Yeah.
9.
And then
But you're a liar.
Am I?
You are.
You're probably
what'd you have your 9?
You're on 10.
I'm on 10.
Okay, now you're definitely lying. But you were lying before, and I knew it.
10.
That's interesting.
Probably shouldn't say that. It might influence Darren's actions.
Trying to
That's
say,
fine.
am I lying?
No.
Well, the question
That's
is
the
when
thing.
was he
He was either
lying?
lying before he's lying now.
Exactly, but when was it? Exactly.
I'll challenge.
Ooh, he's
Challenge.
challenging you.
I don't even remember what the number was.
10.
10.
It was 10. So you did lie.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be in a really
So-
terrible position now.
Right?
11 then, huh?
Yes.
11.
Challenge.
Yeah.
That's
gonna
impossible.
say,
That's impossible.
I had
But
no, I had no.
but now I
idea
get
that
to
would
trade.
work. Oh, yeah,
But
there you
if
go.
you had thrown all 3 cards down, you would have questioned it.
The problem
Right.
was is that I had to maintain the bluff, and I wasn't thinking about what I had to throw down.
Yeah,
Right.
If I was thinking, I should have thrown all 3 down.
all 3, yeah.
Okay, so that was 11. I'm going for 12. 12.
Yeah. Well, I will
See,
challenge
I'm no
that.
good at these games because it goes against my belief in not thinking while I'm playing.
Thank you.
The problem is,
I did get there. He lied about the 2
I was
twice.
gonna say,
He did. Absolutely, he did. And then he
Banking on
played
it,
it
'cause-
honestly. The
Because
third
my
was-
problem was
Yeah.
is that that's all I had.
Yeah,
and I
and
couldn't
you-
have gone any higher. I had to
As
challenge.
soon as you played 7,
Yeah.
I was like, he would not have played that and broken on the 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
That's how I read that. Okay, so Glenn and I are now 2 and 2.
Yeah, I screwed up my delivery on that last one.
Who was first at that time? Was Derek out first?
Yeah.
You were out first this time. No shuffle for you. Take it easy. Relax. Gather your wits.
No, I don't think. I'm telling you.
I'm sure you got to think on this one, Derek. I'm sorry. I've
It goes
asked
against
you.
everything I believe.
I've
in.
asked you for a heavy lift
You
here.
know, if you don't want to think, just lie.
That's right.
Lie every time. Don't worry about it. Just don't think. Don't think about lying. Just act natural. Just like casual. All right. So this is me again. All right. 1.
True.
3.
4.
You're getting better at this. 5.
6.
Seven.
8.
God, that's such a good play. You are. Challenge. Show me those cards. Exactly. Sorry, Jim. I have too
It
much
could have been
information
a
for you
4
again.
here. It
Yeah,
could
no,
have
you're
been.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Except
But the only
I know.
The only way to pull it off was to act confident.
Yes, exactly. So I have to play a 9 next. All right, so then I need to trade. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
I couldn't believe my luck when I got 4 and 8.
Right? No, that
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I honestly didn't expect you to call me on that one.
I had to. Okay, we're gonna trade here. Here. Okay. Dang it, I'm gonna knock this thing over one of these times.
How will challenge?
Even though I swapped the spirals?
Yeah. What was your number?
9.
Those odd numbers are tough.
But the thing that kills me is that he challenged it
I was taking
when
a big
I
chance.
swapped spiral cards with you,
Right.
having already represented it as a 4 twice.
Right.
So I need to play.
He got lucky,
True,
I think, is what
true.
really happened.
Yeah.
I need to play 10.
You're
next.
you're looking at 10 next.
He probably just
See, if I had gotten through 9, I'd have been good for 12.
10.
So good. Except he has a lot of information. That is the one interesting thing about this, right? Is like, if you have just a little piece, it can crack the game wide open for
Right.
you.
Challenge.
Oh, please. Damn! You got there. That's 3 wins for Glenn. He's the,
12.
he's the master bluffer.
I mean, it's hard to challenge when he just drew another card.
Well, exactly, and saw
Right.
all the cards
Well,
I have.
and that's I mean, I was really taking a chance when I called, when I called the bluff on you,
Right.
Because you had just swapped out cards, so I'm like, he could literally have that.
I could have. And if this had been a 5, you'd have been
Yeah,
screwed.
I would have.
Right, yeah. Okay, so Jim was
I was
first out,
first
so.
out.
I'm gonna do purple. I'm gonna do purple.
All right, so Glenn's on the cusp of victory here. You guys need to step up your game over there, guys.
This will be the first time in my life that I've been
refuse.
this close to winning a bluffing game. And I've been around a long time.
But he hasn't played a whole lot of bluffing games. So
I tend to avoid them because I'm not that good at them. So.
Oh, that's yours.
That's what an
That's what a
great
true bluffer would
That's
say. That's right,
exactly,
exactly.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm terrible at
Wink,
bluffing
wink.
games.
So I go play games with my parents every week, and my mom, she just like the whole game. It's like, what? How do you do this? How do you do this? I don't get how this game is going. I don't get how this game's going.
And just
the entire
dominates
time,
it.
and wins almost every
Yeah,
time. It's
exactly.
like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 7 times, shame on me.
That's exactly right. Why am I such a sucker?
Sorry, is it me?
Yeah, it's like
It is.
Did one.
I am not gonna.
All right.
2 to you.
Two.
Oh, shoot. I passed my time.
3.
Hurry up and win, Glenn. Challenge.
Oh,
Sure.
Sorry. You walked right into me.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. I mean, that should be obvious. But now, I won't. 4. What are the chances, Glenn? What are the chances? I'm correct. 4.
Yeah.
You said challenge. Oh, did you not say challenge?
Yeah.
I thought you said you were challenging.
No,
Oh, I
I
thought
said
you said
I'm
that
not
too.
good at challenge. I'm
Oh.
sorry,
Never mind.
but I will go ahead and accept.
No, that's
No.
my mistake.
Oh.
I showed you my trick. You get a little bit of extra information out of me. We'll see what happens here. You don't know what this is.
6.
6?
There's a no and asterisk next to the win if I win.
Crap.
Well, it wouldn't be Gaming with the Hat if there wasn't
But,
some
yeah.
asterisk somewhere along the
Time
way.
roller, you came in. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Your brief appearances, as always. Whoops. Always the whoops. You said 6?
Oh, Lord, you indeed say 6. Challenge.
Challenge is 6.
Challenge.
A skull and a.
Right?
They're both mirrors.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I either challenge you and lose and go out, or I play and Glenn challenges me and I go out.
True.
So I will challenge you.
Okay.
What was your number?
Amazing.
What was your number?
I'm out. 6.
6. So I have to go to 7.
Yes, sir. This is a button shy game. Smoke and mirrors.
I will go to
A bluffing
7.
game for 2 to 5 players, with an expansion.
8.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Ooh, I challenge your 8.
So
Is that an actual?
Yeah,
so you know-
That's how you got.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's how you got Mark last time.
Yeah, I challenge.
No,
No,
you really
I
can't see it very well, but there's 3 different backs.
Nice.
So you've got skulls, you've got stars, you've got spirals.
and I just lost. So.
The skull deck consists of 5 5s and a mirror, which can duplicate any other card in the hand. The stars are 5 1s and a mirror, which can duplicate. And then the spirals are 1 through 5 with a mirror that can duplicate. So you can play any number of cards to represent the number that you're supposed to be playing that turn. And it increments per player. So each player has to play 1 higher than the last. If a person successfully challenges a player's cards, they get to look at their hand and swap one out. So it kind of varies their hand, so other players don't have as much information about their cards.
I should have broke.
Derek, did you win?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I thought you weren't playing.
No, I said I wasn't thinking.
Oh,
yes,
I
yes,
see.
no, you got me.
There's
you
a
got
difference.
me.
Got it.
I
Got it.
am.
He didn't have to think. It was just automatic for him. Okay, so right.
That was first for now.
3, 4. Okay. And Derek is our first magician.
I assume that's 1.
That is
Well,
I mean, I have
that's
to, right?
that.
Might
You
be.
challenge it. It might not be 1.
break.
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 So you're on.
No,
you're on
no,
3.
you said break.
Yeah, I said break. Yes, I definitely said break.
Yes, we definitely need to make sure we enunciate whether we're breaking or challenging or
Yeah.
what. Somebody's like, here, just
Sorry,
Alright, cool.
sorry. No,
You're-
I
you're
pick it up as
three.
soon as my turn starts.
Yes, yes.
You're at 3. Yeah.
Unless you wanted to challenge his 2.
No, I don't think that's an option when we break.
Oh, because we okay. So
I will break.
That's a good question.
Oh, break.
So I got 3, huh?
Yes.
3.
You let him do this. 4.
5.
Or so you said.
Maybe.
7.
God, you haven't gotten away from me yet. The lie keeps going. And it's just working
Come
for
on,
you.
call it. Call
No.
it. It worked so good for you last
Yeah, no. I had far more information that time.
time.
I'm at 8.
You are at
That's
8.
correct. Let's see. We are 8.
I'm at 9.
Mhm.
9.
We'll challenge.
Indeed, you will.
Ah.
So I'm replacing one of these with another one, right?
Yes, one of your cards with one of his cards, if you wish to. It doesn't have to be the same one, but like the same type. I don't think.
Oh, wait, hold
I don't think the rules specify that. We gotta move in.
We haven't been playing that way.
Sorry, I'm grabbing the wrong one.
I was gonna say, it just kind of changes the variability of what you're doing, kind of narrows the
Right.
decision space a little bit, maybe. But
And then you also have the advantage of having seen some of the cards that are on
this
the
is
table.
true.
As a reward, the player that remains may take 1 card from the other player's hand and swap it with 1 from their own hand. The eliminated player's remaining cards are removed from the game and not revealed.
So yeah, that would be the same.
Doesn't have to be the same type, like the same suit, I guess.
Right.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, let me reset
Close
this.
and
real
it
quick.
all went.
Okay, so this
all
was.
went to pot.
So you have your cards in your right
These are
hand.
my cards.
Glenn cards in your left hand.
Maybe.
As far as I know, what
It is a bluffing game at this point.
Yeah, you shuffled everything.
Three
out
card
already.
money happened right there, and we may or may not be.
No, I guess it's. And then that
What
was,
number did you play?
8? Yeah, 8.
I thought I played 8.
Yeah, you were 9.
I was 9.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I said 7.
That's right. Yep,
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So yes, Derek, you're on 9.
10.
You're on. Yes, you're on 10.
So we're on 11 now?
Well, unless you want to challenge him, I guess you don't. So
Might want to move your. I've almost seen your cards.
I'm going to break.
so I'm at 11.
You're at 11. Maybe.
11.
I'll challenge. Okay.
Holy crap!
Should have seen it before I swapped cards.
Are you serious? It was worse? So I swap this for this.
So 12, huh?
Yes.
12.
Challenge.
You sure?
I saw his cards. I know you don't have a mirror on the star. But that's okay, because I can't hit 13 either. But that doesn't matter as long as I got there.
So for the record, I was bluffing that entire game. 'cause I
You
had
damn
three
sure were. You had all the mirrors. Exactly. That's the only thing that made sense after I saw your hand. I'm like, he was lying the whole time. That was amazing.
So was I.
Were you really? Because you got a chance to play that spiral as a 2 every time you played. I'm like,
My spiral was a 4.
I know, right? It's the worst thing. It's like,
So you were first down. You were first.
I was first down.
all right. So Glenn and I are both at 3 now. Is that right?
This is a great little game.
This is a fun one. I'm over time, but you know what? I'm gonna finish it. Well, if I get there a little late, it's okay.
Well, no, it's not, because I have to be there too.
Oh, yeah, you're in
Take
trouble.
a separate vehicle if you're not ready to leave in 5 minutes.
Wow. Well, you guys better hurry up and lose.
I will do my best.
All right. So I'm first.
All right, speed game.
Derek's playing speeding the whole time.
It's true.
Come on.
2.
Go potty.
Watch out.
Oh, that's some serious knowledge right there. he had inside information on you.
Yeah. I was taking a chance. But see, this is what I do. I'm not the person who's making the game. I'll go along, so therefore, Kathy won't be mad at me.
There you go. No doubt.
You said 3?
He said 3.
Yeah, 4.
Challenge. What do you do, right?
Right.
All right, so this is gonna be awful. Oh, that's pretty good. I will swap that for that. 5, yeah. 5.
Double break.
6.
Chop.
Winner! Oh!
Nice.
Game 4. All right, kids. You saw it here. Dad can bluff him like nobody, although Glenn put me up to the challenge. It's been great having you. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.